Hello, everybody. We are on lucky number 7, episode 7 of the story thus far. So let's go ahead and just jump right in. Actually, no, let's do a couple of announcements real quick. First, a quick shout out to Sebastian from Chula Vista, who's just starting his Dungeons and Dragons adventure. So, good luck with that, buddy, and let us know how that turns out. I think you're going to have a blast playing Dungeons and Dragons. So our next shout out is going to be to Jennifer over at Moonlight Wares. She's got some crazy dice trays that we saw at Long Beach Comic Con. She's got some leather crafts as well for cosplay. Really cool stuff. Anybody want to check her stuff out, you can go to her Etsy shop at www.etsy.com/shop/Moonlight Wares, WARES. Anybody else have any? Do we have an email? We have an email, yes?
Yes, we do have an email. It's going to be storythusfar@yahoo.com.
So just storythusfar@yahoo.com.
Storythusfar@yahoo.com.
So if anybody wants to send us angry emails, we can accept those graciously at that email. And the positive ones too. And then I believe we also have an Instagram, yes?
Yes, we do. So if you guys want to check us out on Instagram, it's _storythusfar. You can check out our page. We always have the links to the YouTube videos. So that is your primary source of basically getting to the latest episodes and all the shenanigans that we go through. Also updates when we go to conventions as a group, see who we run into,
cool.
Stuff like that.
Cool, very cool. So you guys ready to jump right in?
Ready.
Yes.
All right.
Born ready.
Story thus far. Our 4 intrepid heroes, Daedalus, Talvis, Terra, and Barag, you guys traveled through the Tappa Desert, otherwise known as the Sanguine Sands. You guys were en route to a village in the east called the Alderman Wilster. While traveling the desert, you guys met and rescued an excavation team led by an elven scholar by the name of Ulud Ramir. She tells you guys that the very first temple of Talos was recently unearthed, and a relic of great power lies within. And they managed to get to the excavation site prior to Zainda Zane's acolytes. So realizing that the priorities had to change, you guys as a group agreed to head into the temple and find the relic before Zainda Zane and the cult of Talos can reach it. While in the tunnel, you guys found a room with mirrors in it, and each had a twisted reflection of each of you. Terra, yours was kind of like almost like a sea hag. Barag, you had these red glowing eyes, and Talvis looked like Talvis except with a holy symbol of Talos. And Daedalus, your face was kind of mutilated, necrotic, almost undead-like. And you guys commenced battle with your doubles. And as the battle raged, all of your twisted duplicates were felled, all but the Talvis doppelganger, who attempted his own bid for freedom. So, Talvis, you gave chase. You accidentally caused a fearsome Dragolich, an undead dragon, to reform its partially decomposed body. This creature struck fear into the hearts of Barag, Talvis, and Daedalus. Terra was left alone with the beast, and the battle was joined. As Terra, you climbed the creature, and with a flurry of acrobatics and precision strikes, you fought for dear life. And the 3 remaining actually managed to break the fearsome beast's spell, and soon you joined her. But not without casualties. Barag, he fell in battle. Eventually, the creature was felled. You were victorious, and Talvis detected that even though Barag's life had just ended, his spirit was still strong and present. Talvis, you said a prayer of revivification to Hestia. You summoned her divine energies through you, and Barag's spirit was once again rejoined with his body. having won a hard-fought victory, Daedalus, Terra, Barag, and Talvis. You guys must navigate whatever ancient dangers remain in the cold, cold dark. So you guys are in room number 2 of this ancient tomb, this church of Talos. So what do you want to do?
I'm walking up to the Dragolich corpse,
Sure.
and I'm going to see if it has anything of value attached to it.
As a matter of fact, it's got a fanny pack.
It's going to be a big fanny pack.
It's mostly fossilized bone and undead flesh. You can attempt to harvest it if you'd like.
I would like to do that.
Okay.
I will assist.
Okay, so you do that with advantage. You can do under nature or sort of under nature.
Under nature. Okay.
Undead flesh.
With advantage?
With advantage, because
Okay.
Terra's helping you.
That's 15 modified. 15.
15 total. Okay,
Yeah.
so you have got about 3 to 4 feet worth of undead dragon flesh.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's dry, it's brittle, it's
Okay.
dehydrated.
That's good then. It's not wet and gross and.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's not wet and gross.
Sure.
I will take that and pack it away for another day.
And how many feet was that?
We'll say 4 feet. We'll call it 4 feet.
Oh, you recorded that?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Are we able to rest before we continue, or we're not able to rest in the dungeon?
I for one would like to rest. If that thing is any indication, we've got quite a journey ahead of us.
I agree. I did get felled by this beast, so I would
Yes.
like to take a little break before we continue.
Yes,
How's the armor?
So your armor, Barag, is shredded.
Just
It's completely opened up from the Dragolich where he was
Yeah.
just clawing at your chest. It's not technically armor
anymore.
anymore.
Oh.
Is there anything else in the chamber? Anything of note? Any objects just sitting there? Or is it just an empty chamber?
For the most part, it's just an empty chamber.
Okay.
There's some hieroglyphics.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Like to
Before I take a rest, can I fix my armor a little bit just
Okay.
to get through here?
And how would you like to do that? What profession do you have? Do you have smithing?
I do have proficient in smithing tools.
Okay. So the difficulty check is going to be a 15 to repair your armor.
Okay.
It's going to be at disadvantage. You do not, and it's going to take you a while. It's going to take about 4 to 6 hours to make it serviceable. It's not going to. It may take 1 or 2 good hits, but eventually it's going to fall apart. You can take that 4 to 6 hours, roll with disadvantage to try and at least temporarily repair it. You're going to have to kind of literally bend the metal back into shape. You're going to have to make a fire of some sort to heat the metal.
Okay.
You don't have a proper smith here
Yeah.
to actually do it, so that's why you're rolling at a disadvantage.
Yeah, because I don't have the proper everything to do it. Is it worth it?
So it's going to be essentially, without the armor, it's going to be 10 plus your dexterity modifier.
Okay, yeah.
That's going to be your armor class. So.
10 plus my dexterity modifier, which is 2, so I have to beat 12. Right?
No, 15 is the difficulty check.
Oh,
And
okay.
you're at disadvantage, so you roll
Okay.
twice and we take the lower.
15.
15, okay.
Roll higher, please.
What'd you roll?
9.
9, okay. So you bend the metal shards kind of back into place, but you just can't seem to get the metal hot enough. But you guys notice that as he's banging away on the hammer, each blow, each strike against the metal, it is echoing through the whole temple. Echoing.
Well, suppose our presence is announced at this point.
Now, through the whole temple, you've heard the constant squeak of rodents and things like that. Things that you would typically find in a temple so old. like this out in the middle of the desert. So every once in a while you hear something large lumbering well into the temple, far further in. Sometimes it sounds like it gets closer and then kind of pulls away. But it sounds like whatever is in the temple is now aware of your presence.
I'm gonna give him the cloak that we got from the Yeti cloak that we got.
Sure.
Maybe that'll add some.
It does not add armor class.
Dang it. I do also have an enchanted helmet that I picked up along the way. So I'm going to give that to Barag.
Sure.
What does this set helmet do?
It doesn't do anything for your armor class. It will give you whatever enchantment is bestowed upon the helmet. So what does it
do?
It doesn't say. I didn't.
Daedalus?
It literally doesn't. So
I'm going to give it to Daedalus and be like, can you tell me what this does, please?
Sure.
So I can
identify.
Wear it on my head.
So as you cast Identify, let me go ahead and DM guide.
I'm going to be getting a lot of stuff that we don't know what it is.
Yeah, you gave me a
I remember when we got it identified, the guy just told us it's enchanted. And I was like, oh, awesome, thanks.
That helps.
That helps so much.
Yeah.
It's enchanted.
So what it basically is a dwarven made helmet, and when he puts it on, his eyes glow red.
Ooh.
And you get advantage on intimidation checks when you're wearing it.
Oh, so basically it makes me angry.
Makes you scary looking.
Makes you scary.
Yeah.
Makes you scary.
Scarier than you already are, so that should say something.
Advantage on intimidation.
So yeah, you get advantage on all intimidation checks, and your eyes constantly glow red when you're wearing it.
That's amazing.
They
I
look
love
like
it.
red lights underneath your helmet.
That sounds great to me. In typical Barag fashion.
And then I also have, actually, Talvis, do you have any more javelins left?
In fact, I do. I have. So I'm digging through my stash. I have 2 javelins.
Okay. I was gonna say I have 3 more in the sack that I have. Because remember, I had
I
that.
think
really
we might be
big...
recording the same.
Did we record
javelins.
the same
Yeah,
thing?
you did.
Because there were only 3 originally, and I got rid of 1 on the beholder.
That's right. Okay.
So
I wanted to
can
clarify to make sure.
hand you the javelins I have.
No, keep them. I was just
Okay.
trying to pass around just in
Right.
case for when we.
I'm glad we
take a
covered
rest,
that actually.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to take a rest and then all of a sudden something comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
We're not prepared for that.
So you are taking the time to, while Barag is attempting to fix his armor, you have your spell slots back. If you had any spell slots that you used, you guys can use. Are you taking a long rest? Are you taking a full 8 hours?
I would like to take a long rest. Before I do that, though, I would like to take my ring of spell storing.
Sure.
And I expended the revivify that was in it, which gives me 3 slots to fill. So I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at 1st level, and Cure Wounds again at 2nd level.
Okay, so that takes all 3 slots of that.
Yeah, and then I have 2 healing words at 1st level as well already in it.
Okay. So how many levels of worth of spells? 5.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, cool. So you do that before the long rest?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else have anything they want to do before the long rest? Or during the long rest? Nothing?
No.
Okay.
I don't think I have any more.
So was fixing my armor before the long rest or after? It was during. During, right? Okay.
Yeah. So for you, because it's not really a long rest for you.
Mm-hmm.
You're actively working, actively doing something.
Okay, yeah.
You can use hit die if you want to use hit die now to get some of your health back. So you've got a total of 7 hit die.
Mm-hmm.
So you can take as many hit die as you want, and we'll say half your hit die if you want. So round it up to 4.
4. Okay.
Roll it and then add that to your health up to whatever you rolled.
So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay, so 13 points of health.
Yay. Better than nothing.
So you guys are resting, right?
Yes. I would say, well, who's going to go first for watch?
Well, I'm already up. I'm banging away on armor, so I'm awake.
You're pretty much awake the whole time. Yeah.
There's no way to get away from that.
With the exception of about 2 hours worth of rest.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make a perception roll.
Oh, snap-a-doodles. Perception. $18. Plus what? Minus perception.
So as you're
I'm good.
banging away at the armor, between mallet hits to the metal, the metal that just won't heat with the fire that you have is just not hot enough. You do hear movement around the corner. You've got a hallway to the left and a hallway that goes straight ahead.
Okay.
And you do hear movement coming from both places.
Alright, and everybody's asleep at this point still when I hear this?
I'm assuming so.
Okay.
Maybe except for Daedalus, who's just probably meditating, right? For meditation.
He's meditating? Okay, so I'm gonna... Because he doesn't notice this, right?
No?
No? I'm gonna bring to his attention, Daedalus, I hear noise. I hear something.
Which direction?
It's coming from the hallway in front of us and to our left.
Oh boy, 2 directions. Yippee.
Wake the others. We need to prepare.
Okay, you wake her.
Let me wake the halfling. Okay.
Hey, you're the dwarf.
You wake her.
Hey,
So
I the cleric. Time to wake
turn
up.
around. Terra, come on.
What?
Prepare.
What's going on?
We hear something.
Terra,
Do
there's
I
something.
hear what they're hearing immediately?
Not immediately.
Okay.
There's something out there. I've heard it. Daedalus heard it too.
Yeah, there's always something out there. Give me 5 more minutes.
Terra, get up now. I'll nudge her with Chimera rising. I'll nudge her a little to wake her up. I'm serious. You need to get up now.
Oh, about 5 more minutes.
Stop being a weenie and get up.
Oh, fine. I'm up. What do you want?
Such a drama queen. There's something out there and it's coming for us. I heard it.
Oh, well, we had to deal with the Daedalus, and you're banging away. I could barely get enough sleep.
Well, you want to survive this or not?
Bang, bang, bang. My name is Barag. Bang, bang, bang. I need to fix my goddamn arm.
As they're talking, I'm just going to turn to Daedalus and say, well, we best get prepared then. And I'm going to grasp my holy symbol and cast Death Ward at 4th level on myself.
Okay.
And so what that's going to do for me is the first time I drop to 0 hit points as a result of taking damage, I will instead drop to 1 hit point, and the spell will end. Or if I'm subjected to an effect that would kill me instantly without dealing damage, that effect will be negated against me, and the spell will end.
Okay.
So, and that lasts for 8 hours.
Nice. Okay, so I need everybody to make another perception check, please.
22.
18 plus my 6, isn't it? Yeah.
18 modified.
For perceptions, what's some modifications again?
Wisdom. You had your wisdom
I
mod.
think is what it's at.
Oh yeah, wisdom. 13.
Okay, so you hear something kind of sliding down the hallway to the left, coming your way. Sounds like maybe a snake or some sort of serpentine creatures headed toward your camp, your makeshift camp, by the Daedalus body. Roll initiative.
Yeah. I was gonna wait like a half more second before I said anything.
I was gonna say something too, but I was like,
I put 10.
That's exactly what I rolled.
Natural 20.
Natural.
Modified 24.
Okay, so. Rock.
If you want to get all official there. Modified 20.
Talvis, what do you roll?
12.
12. Okay. So.
I rolled 19, sir. Plus the 5. That's important.
Mine's a modified 22 then, if you want to get all official there.
I rolled last, believe it or not.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Okay, so, Barag, you're up.
Sweet.
So what do you do?
Placement wise, he's slithering out of this hallway.
You hear it. Who rolled over 15 on your perception?
I did not.
Sean didn't. Okay. So Talvis and you did as well? Mm-hmm. Okay. So the three of you hear something approaching through the hallway on the left. Barag doesn't hear it at all.
Do you guys hear that? Something coming to our left.
No.
Oh, it's there. I'm telling you, it's there.
What does it sound like, man?
It sounds like something slithering.
Okay, so is this your turn?
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess that's my turn, finding out what's slithering down the hallway towards us.
Okay. Courtney, what do you do?
I'm going to stay. Actually, I'm gonna move in front. Actually, let me see. Where is this guy? Where is he at?
It's down the hallway. You think it's right around the corner, but it's far too dark for you to see.
In this direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually stay put and hold my action for now. I will move and attack once. I believe Talvis starts attacking.
Okay. All right, Talvis, what do you do?
I am going to. Do we have visibility in the room that we're in? Do we have?
It's dimly lit.
It's dimly lit.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to cast my light cantrip on my shield. I'll say.
Okay.
And so that will project light in a 20-foot radius and dimmer light for an additional 20 feet.
Sure.
And that's... Oh, and you know what? I will take some movement as well.
Okay.
Right about there, 10 feet.
Okay. Second in your turn?
Yes.
Fine. I'm sorry. Daedalus.
So we don't know the thing is coming, so we don't know where it is.
You know what direction.
Yeah, what direction it's coming from, but we can't see it yet, so...
It's far too dark for you to see.
Well, I'm an elf. Nothing's far too dark for me to see.
That's true. That's true. But it is around the corner.
So it's not in the room yet.
It's not in the room yet.
Otherwise I would have seen it already.
Mm-hmm.
So, see here. And up here.
So what do you do?
I don't know, this is like... It's hard to say without being able to see it. It's not much I can do.
Mm-hmm. So you're going to hold your action?
Yeah, I'm going to hold it.
Okay.
And then stay where I am, though.
Okay. And next is the creature. Okay. So as everybody's kind of anticipating something coming around the corner, nobody really knows what, you do see the movement, shadows kind of moving, and then you just see this large, very thick serpentine body. It's segmented, and it's got sort of a round head and kind of looks up at you, and it kind of leers at all four of you, and then it kind of makes this loud, not roar, but almost like a mewling roar. And when it does, it's got four long appendages that kind of open up. Each appendage on the inside has suckers, almost like an octopus.
Oh.
But right in the middle, it's almost like an octopus mouth. It's like a beak, and it just roars and echoes through the whole chamber. It's going to take its turn. It's got 30 feet of movement. It's going to go for Barag. So it's going to attack. Ooh, what's your armor class?
18.
Alright, 18. That hits. So. Oof, 12.
No repeats.
So you take 25 points of melee damage as one of its barbed sucker tentacles just lashes right across your chest. And it's going to take one more attack on you. If you could put that on the map.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whoa.
And what's your armor class? Your adjusted armor class?
Mine. Oh, well.
Without your armor, it's just dexterity plus your dexterity modifier plus your plus 10.
Plus 10, so it'd be only 12.
12. Okay, the second one hits. With a 5, it hit. Yeah. So that is going to be. So you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage as its tail just whips around quickly and hits you right in the face.
Ow.
Next, it's going to.
So I have.
Your turn, actually, Barag.
Oh, okay. Sweet. So I don't have any more armor then, I'm assuming.
You are going au naturel.
So my armor class is 12.
His armor shot?
Yeah.
Done?
Yeah.
Oh.
He tried to repair it. Well, that's what they roll in the beginning of the.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Oh no.
So your tank's not so tanky anymore, and
you're like Daedalus squishy.
I'm hurting, man.
No offense, Daedalus.
I'm hurting. So just to let you know.
What are you gonna do?
Natural Barag fashion, I'm gonna attack this sucker.
Go for it.
Get payback for destroying my armor. Natural 20.
Woo! Goodness.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
So go ahead. That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
2 dice, right? 2?
Yeah, double the dice. Double the damage.
Ah, yes. So, and I'm gonna use my great weapon fighting to reroll the 1, which gives me a 5 now. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus strength modifier 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 for the first attack.
Ooh, 14. All right.
Yeah, and I'm gonna extra attack. So we'll roll for that real quick. And that would be a critical fail.
You rolled a 1?
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Make a strength check.
That's also a critical fail.
Alright, so as you swing, you miscalculated and Chimera Rising kind of slips out of your hand and it goes about 20 feet behind. You hear it bang against the wall. Goes behind the actual creature, the Grick Alpha. So the Grick Alpha is between you and Chimera Rising. Okay,
Damn.
so that is going to end your turn, or are you going to take movement, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually take. Quick question. So
Sure.
for death saves failures, those like when the last time I failed all my death saves,
Yeah.
those stay there, right?
No.
No.
Yeah, you're brought back. You can.
Those reset.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
good. You're good now.
All right, cool. Okay, so
You can never fail another death save to level 20 ever.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
Yeah, they reset. They reset.
Okay.
Alright,
Oh
so,
god. I'm actually gonna. No, I'm gonna stay put. Actually,
Okay.
I'm gonna be bright Barag and stay
All right.
in the face
Next,
of imminent
it's gonna
danger.
be Terra. Terra, hi.
So since he's in front of me, can I use stealth?
I will say yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
So I'm
Now
gonna
you
use.
don't know how this thing actually takes in sensory information. You don't know if it uses hearing. You don't see eyes on it.
Right.
You don't know if it senses tremors in the ground.
Like echolocation or anything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. You're not really sure, but you can absolutely roll for stuff.
Okay. Natural 20.
All right.
I made that easy.
So what do you do?
I'm gonna use my stealth, and then I'm gonna go actually right next to Barag.
Sure.
And I'm gonna use assassinate.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my dual wield, so I'll be able to attack twice.
Awesome. So what'd you roll?
17.
17. Did you roll that at advantage? Because you're in stealth.
Oh, that's right.
So go ahead and roll twice.
13. So that would be modified 20.
That hits. So go ahead and roll damage.
With million O dice.
With your million dice, yes. Damn you, Terra high.
Whoa. Wow.
Alright, stop showing off.
I can show off. Sorry.
Alright.
10, 13, 18 for the Frostbrand dagger.
Okay, so 18.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I'm going to roll for the second one. This one doesn't get advantage because I am out of stealth after the first attack, right?
Yes.
Okay. 9. That one is 16.
16 damage or 16 to hit?
16 to hit.
Okay, that unfortunately does not hit.
Okay.
You bring your Frostbrand dagger and you feel like it should have done more damage than it did, but you still hurt it.
Mm-hmm.
And your second one just kind of like can't pierce that tough, thick, segmented hide. Try as you might, it couldn't pierce it. Is that gonna end your turn?
Yes, that
Okay.
one my turn.
Alright, next we have Talvis.
Okay, so I'm going to approach the creature 5, 10. Is this going to be is it occupying all 4 of those squares in reality? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be right here. And I am going to cast, for my action, Inflict Wounds.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll make a melee spell attack for that.
Sure.
Ooh, am I adding
Your spell attack modifier. Yes, your
spell attack modifier? So that's going to be.
You said a melee spell?
It is a melee spell attack.
Okay. Yeah, your spell attack modifier.
Okay, so it'll be 14.
14, unfortunately, does not hit.
Okay. For my bonus action, then I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
And that will be another melee spell attack
Go for
against it. So, critical fail.
Oh my goodness! All right, so you what do you conjure? You conjure another number?
It's going to be a I guess a glaive is what it would be considered. Okay. Yeah, a double-sided glaive, and it'll stay within. It's not a concentration, but it does stay around for 1 minute.
Right.
So
now you rolled a 1 on the attack.
On the spell attack.
So I will say that there is a 20% chance that you hit one of your compatriots.
Okay.
So if I roll 80 or higher, somebody's gonna get it.
Do I get to roll damage for that?
Yes, you do. I will allow you to roll damage.
Okay.
So as you do, you cast your spiritual weapon, your glaive, it spins around in the air, and unfortunately, it hits really, really close to Daedalus, like a foot away. It sinks deep into the ground.
But it misses him.
It misses him.
So he's throwing his arms up at me. I'm going to mimic his movements. Like I just don't know what's going on. Like I don't know. It happens, you know.
Yeah.
Magic goes haywire.
Performance issues.
Yeah, performance issues. You would understand that.
All right.
Well, you're a magician, so that's all I mean.
Daedalus.
Okay, am I in melee range of this thing?
You are not.
Okay, I'm gonna probably move back just a little bit.
Sure.
Maybe like, can I still see it if I'm back here?
Yeah, it's actually a very large creature.
Yeah, I'm gonna move like back there.
Go for it. Okay.
Then I'm gonna see where is it? 1 second, where is it? No, oh, there it is. Am I in range for that? I don't think I am.
For what?
Blight.
Light.
It's at 30 feet.
Yeah, you're within range. You're only 5, 10. You're only 20 feet away from it. So.
Okay, I'm gonna cast my very first spell of the entire thing.
Wow.
Yeah, I am casting light.
Momentous occasion. All right, so go ahead and why don't you go ahead and read that off for us?
So light, it's a necromantic energy washes over a creature of your choice that you can see within range, draining moisture and vitality from it. The target must make a Constitution saving throw. The target takes 8d8 necrotic damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Nice. So you cast you see the necrotic energy form around your hands, and you cast this energy at the Grick. Ooh, and it fails miserably. So go ahead and roll your 8d8. Is it?
Yeah, it says 8d8.
Woo!
Man. Go for it.
Ow.
It's a D10.
No, that's not the one. This is the one.
Yeah, I've got a couple more d8 if you need it.
Oh yeah, I got it.
I have none. So you're on your own.
Let's see. And this one, and that
No,
one?
not that one.
Just these.
Yeah, those are the ones we have right
And
now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these.
So roll those 6 and then 2.
Oh!
So it's 5, it's 9, let's see, 10, 14, 17, 19, was it 21, right?
Yeah.
21, yeah.
And then,
And then roll 2 more.
yeah.
That's
Oh.
an 8 and a 4. So it's
21, 25, 33.
Because math. Alright, so,
Ouch.
It's a flat 8d8 plus. No, just 8d8. Okay. So, what's the damage?
33.
33. Goodness.
so it's
And yeah, the rest of those are.
which one is yours?
Okay, so as you
Doesn't matter.
cast your spell, you see black energy veins kind of like come up to the surface of its segmented body, and the 2 bottom tentacles of the 4 tentacles that comprise its mouth parts just completely fall off of its body, just kind of hanging by sinew and little threads of flesh as black blood begins to just pour from its mouth. Good job, man.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Yes.
next it's going to be actually the Grick.
And that's
and-
1 slot down.
Yeah, it's going to try to get to you. So it's going to move. Talvis, you're going to get an attack of opportunity.
Yes.
And so is Terra, High Hill. Actually, all of you get an attack of opportunity minus our Warlock, Daedalus. So go ahead and roll your attack of opportunity, guys.
Can you
I
guys
have-
like stop it from coming to me?
I have
What?
Warcaster, so I'm gonna cast a
You get
spell
to
for
cast a
that.
spell, yeah?
Um,
As an attack of opportunity.
and I'm gonna make that Sacred Flame. So he gets a Dexterity saving throw on Sacred Flame against 14.
14.
17.
You missed it by 1.
Ooh, so I can roll?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And then I
That's
rolled
sweet.
17.
Total?
To see if I hit
The
him.
total.
Yes.
Okay. Unfortunately, that does not hit.
Question. Since I don't have Chimera Rising,
You can punch it.
yeah, hey, why not?
Sure.
Oh, I had to roll 2d8 on that because I'm past 5th level.
I got that
so.
Dwarven Resilience. 12, 13,
That-
14, 15,
Add
16,
my
17,
spell
18,
attack
19.
mod to that? Or is that just, or spell
Come on,
attack
20.
mod,
No,
that's
just-
not for damage, that's
not
just for the
damage,
attack
just
rolls.
to hit. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so 10 damage to him.
Modified 20.
Modified 20 does
Yeah.
hit.
Yes. What do I roll for damage?
It's just going to be your strength modifier.
So
What's your strength modifier?
plus 5. Yeah.
Okay.
With
Describe your moment of victory.
a punch from Barag.
So you see Terra take her dagger and just can't sink into the body. You see,
Oh my god.
you see Talvis cast this flame. How did your flame look?
So Sacred Flame, it's going to be more of a bright mist, more sort of a glowing light that takes kind of a misty form
Okay.
and sort of wrap itself around the creature.
Okay. So you see this misty light. It does its divine energy, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you see it take its toll, looking really rough as it slithers past you guys. and you see the last one left, Barag. Barag, if he had sleeves, he'd be rolling them up right now. And how do you hit it? Do you kick it? Do you punch it?
No, I take a running leap, and you just see these flurry of fists, and I just start punching it, and I'm punching him 1,000 times in the face. I go, "This is for breaking my armor, you bitch!"
So you just see Barag just lose his cool, and with nothing but bare knuckles, go after this large monstrosity of a sandworm and literally beat it to death. Well done.
He totally showed you up.
So now you're just kind of like punching wet giant sandworm. And you just...
I'm gonna walk up to him and be like, "All right, he's had enough. He's had enough."
Fine. I just want my ball back.
And as I place my hand on his shoulder, when I say that, I'm going to go ahead and use my ring to cast Cure Wounds at first level on him.
Okay. So
Yes.
Be,
Yes.
damn. Damn.
Ruthless.
That was awesome.
That was my bare knuckles.
Spellcasting ability modifier. Just to clarify, is that separate from spell attack mod, or is that the same thing? Okay, so that will do 8 points of healing.
Yes, thank God.
Well, you don't have to actually use a spell attack. You just go up to him, you touch him. He's a willing creature. So.
Right. Well, because it says on the card though, I have it here. 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay. So what is your spell? I guess attack modifier.
So the attack mod is 6, but
so 6 plus your roll.
Okay, so yeah, it would be 8.
Okay. So 8. 8 points of health. That's precious health. So you see your wounds start to close up as the divine energy kind of washes over you from Talos.
Yay.
So what do you guys do?
Booyah.
I'm gonna take a look at the creature and see what I can salvage from it.
Okay. I can tell you that your Heward's haversack is getting pretty full.
Okay.
Like it's an extra dimensional space, and you can absolutely harvest this. But you guys have a lot of stuff in there. And there is an actual maximum weight limit to it. You guys are coming close to it. So.
Okay.
But you can harvest.
I was gonna say we have some of his stuff in there. Some of our stuff in there.
Yeah, but you can't put it in the quiver. It's just too large.
Oh,
Yeah.
darn it.
Well, maybe they could transfer some of the smaller stuff over to mine that she has in her pack.
That's a storage capacity issue that you guys will have to hash out on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you think, guys? My bag here's getting a little heavy. Is it worth it?
Can we discover what it is that's harvestable without actually putting it in the bag and or equipping it or whatever?
You guys can harvest whatever it is that you want to harvest.
And then just kind of see what's there and choose to take it or leave it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
I'll do that then, because I have, is it nature?
I will say, yeah, nature.
Okay, yeah, I have nature as a proficiency.
So go ahead. Roll. What'd you roll?
14.
14. Okay, so you are able to harvest the top portion of the beak and one of the tentacles and some of the chitinous outer layer of armor skin. So about 5 feet worth.
About 5 feet.
Well, we might as
What hasn't been blighted by Daedalus? Yeah.
Or beaten to death
Yeah.
by fists.
Yeah.
I'm watching her just pull chunks off of this thing, and
She's just covered in slime and black ichor.
Yeah,
And she's like kind of gutting this thing.
might as well keep what we can get, and if we find something better along the way, we ditch this stuff.
So you want me to carry more stuff?
Carry it or don't. You're the one pulling the thing apart.
Oh, well, I guess. And then
Just-
maybe we can find some way to make this out of armor for this one here, who is just going bare at this point.
I take the armor and leave everything else.
Is he wearing thrashed armor, or is he just not wearing armor?
It's up to you.
Wearing thrashed armor for now.
Okay.
Okay.
Good
He's not
for the
getting any
rest of
benefit
it.
from it.
Right, it's just visually,
destroyed.
yeah, okay.
I look nice in it.
Oh, if you say so, friend. Well, let's go take a look at where this thing came from, shall we?
Alright, so, what's the marching order?
I guess I will go first since I can look for traps and such.
Mm-hmm.
And then I say we keep the warlock in the back.
So go ahead and just place yourselves on the map in the order that you...
I think more should be like that, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so go ahead and remove that first page.
This one here?
Okay, so you guys take that right turn at the corner. Why don't you go and make a perception roll?
$13.
Okay. Don't see anything, traps as far as foot wires, nets, or anything.
Okay.
As far as you can tell. You know, as you guys proceed down the hallway, you guys can hear the crunch of the ancient rock and sediment under your leather boots and metal greaves. And as you enter, not so much a room, but it's more of a chamber. You hear the squeaking sound of rats and bats echo throughout the whole temple. However, those sounds, at least in this chamber, are completely absent. Stalactites and stalagmites jet wildly from the floor and the ceiling of the cavern. You see large, crumbled chunks of worked stone kind of laid out, strewn about the chamber, as part of the ancient chamber or tomb had given way to the moving earth of the Sanguine Sands long, long ago. To the left and the right of the chamber, you guys see elevated ridges of natural stone, about 4 feet wide. While cutting through the center of the chamber is a deep, sandy depression, almost like a little valley. It's about 20 feet deep. I need everybody to make a perception roll, please.
17.
Modify 20.
7 plus 6, 13.
14.
14, okay. So all of you, it's actually an easy check. You guys all see kind of like a rickety bridge that connects one side of the chamber to the other. And although difficult to make out in the poor light, except for those with night vision, you do sense something or someone on the bridge. As you peer around the dimly lit chamber, you can catch a glimpse of ancient hieroglyphics, and although they're undecipherable, one symbol is unmistakable. It's the symbol of Talos, the three-bolt king. So what do you guys do?
Oh, well, so there's a way around the left.
Yeah, on the left and the right side, there's going to be an elevated ridge.
Yeah, okay.
Inside is more of a sandy depression. You can tell that the desert sands have kind of crumbled this particular, it used to be a room, but through time and pressure, that particular room just crumbled, and a lot of the desert had just come in to that chamber.
Oh, snap.
And then
Okay.
you just see that bridge that kind of connects the two ridges.
Okay.
I'm going to cast a light cantrip on one of my crossbow bolts.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot it and aim, let's say 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 feet.
Sure.
Just sort of in the direction of the ground,
Okay.
essentially. So I will make that roll. Would I add anything to that?
Yeah, dexterity modifier.
Well, 4.
4?
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
A 4. I have a 10 dex, so.
Alright, cool. So yeah, you aimed toward the ridge on the right side, but it actually goes into the chasm. You get a little bit of light, but not as much as you wanted because it's actually deeper.
Okay.
So what do you do?
Can we double back and go towards the bridge through the room that we came from?
You can try.
Here?
Yeah, I want to go through here
So you want to
instead
go
of around the ridge.
to the chamber that you were in with the Dragolich and go down the other hallway?
Yeah,
Okay.
towards the wooden bridge, not around the outer ridge.
Is that a door right there? Or is there no door? It's just an opening.
It's no door. It's just a hallway.
Oh, okay, so we can go through there. Okay, yeah.
I'd still check it though.
Yeah, I'll check that.
Well, there's no door there. I mean, you can check the hallway for traps. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll check that
We'll
hallway.
double back. I'll go up to this door.
Okay. So,
And then let me check.
perception?
Yeah.
Modify 20.
Modify 20. Okay. Yeah, you don't see any traps.
Okay, so we can proceed.
Okay. So you are on the right ridge of the chamber, the ancient chamber. What you see on the wooden bridge, it's dilapidated. The ropes look like they're almost completely rotted out. It's a miracle that they haven't just collapsed years ago. And you just see a skeletalized body in armor.
On the bridge?
Leather armor on the bridge, yeah.
That doesn't bode well.
No, it doesn't. Is his armor still usable?
For the most part, it's been eaten by rats and vermin.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Darn it.
Good try.
It's leather. There's not much to eat down here.
Hey.
Rats will eat anything.
Yeah, they will.
So what do you guys do?
I'm gonna check the bridge for traps.
Okay. It doesn't seem trapped.
Okay. What do you guys think? I say we just.
We'll make a perception roll.
Oh, okay.
You go first.
Modify 20.
Yeah. It's completely clear. The biggest danger that you're gonna have on the bridge is actually making sure the ropes don't snap.
Well, maybe someone can use.
I was
I don't
about-
know. Maybe a
I was
broom.
about to say, everyone want to
fly
hit
us
the
across,
ride?
please.
I think like one at a time.
I would think that would
Maybe-
be a wiser option.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. So I'm riding with you because that thing tried to pull me off last time.
Well, he doesn't like you. That's kind of
Are
obvious
you
why.
talking about Broomy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll start with the heaviest first. That is you. So Talvis, I bring the broom. It settles in front of us. I climb on and I beckon to Talvis. Okay, you first.
So I hop on the back with them.
Okay. So it's gonna be slow going because you double the weight. So you are going to the other side of the ridge, or are you going along the rope ridge, or what are you doing?
I don't know if I want to fly over the pit, for all I know, there could be something in there.
Sure.
So I'm going to actually fly, just use the rope bridge as like a guide.
Sure.
So we're going to fly over that.
Okay. So I need everybody to make a perception roll.
Knew it.
14, 15, 16, 17.
18.
18.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
13.
That's the third time on that dice.
Yes, indeed it is, my
Yeah.
friend. This. Whew.
Okay. So everybody sees the stalactites and the stalagmites as they're as you guys are flying over the rope bridge. Everybody sees this. One of these stalactites kind of opens an eye right in the middle of the stalactite, and you see kind of like this mouth full of teeth, and you see lashes of flesh come right off these what you think are natural rocky protrusions in the chamber.
This is coming from above us?
Above us,
Okay.
above you and below you.
Cool.
Two on the right side are going to be attacking Barag and Terra, and there's two up on the ceiling one of them rolled a natural 20 on his attack. So even though you see that that this thing is not an actual rock formation, it is a creature that's clinging to the ceiling. It grabs you and starts choking you out. It's got a free surprise round. So
on Daedalus
on
only?
Daedalus. So
Okay.
that is going to be. Actually, I need everybody to roll initiative.
Natural 20.
Is that a 9 or is it can never take? Yeah, it's a 9.
Yeah.
We got both ends of the spectrum.
Hold on.
So
No,
you rolled a
halfling luck.
Halfling luck. That's right.
4. Actually, I'm gonna inspiration this.
Okay.
Thanks, sir.
14.
I ran out of
Modified.
inspiration.
By the way, thank you for that inspiration, though.
No worries. So we have Daedalus with a natural 20.
12.
12.
I didn't have the natural 20.
I got the natural 20.
Talvis had natural 20.
I had it.
I
I had
had
a
modified
9.
14.
14.
I just had like this.
Terra, Barag. I rolled a natural 1.
Oh,
Alright, so, and Daedalus.
that works.
Yeah, no kidding. So yeah, you see they're lumpy flesh nodules that kind of like blend perfectly with the rocky surroundings of the sand that just protruded through. You see just this maw of rows of razor sharp teeth, a tongue that kind of hangs out of its mouth, and just lashes of tentacles, fleshy tentacles, kind of thrashing about. And Daedalus actually gets completely wrapped, and
we're midair still?
you're in midair, and he's actually being pulled right off of Brumi.
Okay.
So you are going to take, sir.
By the way, am I back at max hit points or am I still at whatever was that?
A max hit points, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Make a DC strength check, please. He grumbled.
That's 17.
Actually, as it grabs, as this fleshy tendril wraps its tendril around your neck, you manage to stay on Brumi and get not pulled off. You're not pulled off and break its grip on your neck. So well done. And actually, you.
So are we gonna like land now? Because I prefer to be on.
That's completely up to you.
Because I prefer to be on solid ground.
Okay. So Talvis, you are actually up first in the.
And he's not
the order.
wrapped up anymore?
No, you see this tentacle kind of wrap itself around Daedalus's neck, but Daedalus manages to muscle it off, and you guys are still up in the air.
Is the tentacle within my reach?
Absolutely.
Is it right there? Okay.
You actually see two of these creatures. They've got big red eyes, both leering at you, just mouths full of jagged, sharp teeth, and they're looking straight at you guys.
Okay, I am going to reach out and grab the tentacle and cast Inflict Wounds.
Oof.
And that's going to be a melee spell attack.
Nice. What level?
First level.
Okay.
14.
14. Nice. Unfortunately, that does not hit. Don't
Okay.
forget to mark off your spell slot.
Yes. And then I'm just gonna say to Daedalus, let's get on solid ground. This thing's gonna yank us right off of here, and it's a ways down. We don't want that.
Yes, we do not. So, do you want to fly back or do you want to fly across and land here?
These things are there's two of them
Two in the
below
ceiling,
and two
two on the
below.
floor.
Okay. Let's get back with the others.
Okay, so
You will fly on your turn.
Okay, so we're gonna fly on my turn.
Right now it's Terra.
Okay.
All right.
and
So what do you do? So you see these outcroppings of what you thought is rock. You see them actually creatures that are completely camouflaged in their environment, but you just see these giant red eyes kind of leering both at you and Barag on the ground as you see Daedalus was just attacked by some of these creatures hanging from the top.
Okay. I'm going to, since Barag is right next to me, would that count for sneak attack?
he would have to be next to one of the creatures. I would say, yeah.
That would count?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would count.
I'm going to do that then. I'm going to use my dual wield.
Sure. I'm just going to use put 2 right there. And they're right behind you and Terra. And then 2 on your side. Put them like in the chasm, but they're on the ceiling. They're hanging upside down from the ceiling. There you go. All right, so go ahead and are you gonna roll to attack?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll. What was that?
My notebook.
Oh. Oops. I thought I was really getting attacked by a roper.
So first one is 18. I'm gonna roll the second one just to see if it hits.
Okay. Unfortunately, that does not hit.
Jesus. 18.
Whoa.
Modified 20.
Modified 20 does hit.
Okay.
Alright, so go ahead and roll damage.
So I missed with my frost brand.
Yes.
And I will be using my enchanted.
Mm-hmm.
Really? 9.
9 damage? Okay, nice. Alright. Next, it's going to be Barag. Your turn.
Alright, sweet.
So, I'm gonna turn around here to face the guys behind us.
And you know what? Fuck it. Fire breath.
Nice.
I'm gonna fire breath them.
Now, you never said you went and picked up Chimera Rising?
I did actually. I said I'm gonna go get my. I want to go get my war maul.
I just assumed that you did, though.
No, I did. I said I want to go get my war maul after I beat the living crap out of the Sen, where I went and got my war maul actually.
Go
So
for it.
I made sure to get Chimera Rising back. Can't leave without him. DC save is 8 plus Constitution modifier, which is.
So
Is that mine or yours? That's mine,
that is
right?
mine.
That's yours.
Yeah,
So 8 plus the modifier for Constitution and the proficiency is your DC save.
Well, I have to make the save.
Oh, duh. Why did I roll? So fire breath.
Okay, what's the spell? DC save?
It's 8 plus Constitution modifier plus proficiency if they have it.
They did not make it, so go ahead and roll damage.
Yes. And
And I'll say you managed to actually angle yourself so you can get both of them.
oh,
It's generally
nice.
a cone, but
Mhm.
I'll say you got both of them in the cone.
And it doesn't specify damage for fire breath though. What damage I use, what dice I roll.
It should be on the sheet for
What?
Chimera Rising.
Just says has +1 attack, +1 damage. It only has a 2d6 for bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it says it for the spectral ram,
Oh, but not for the fire breath?
but not for fire breath. You know what's funny is I've actually haven't hit with the fire breath yet, so we haven't had the chance to look through that.
Oh, okay, no problem. So
Unfortunately.
it's going to be it's going to be 2d6.
2d6. Okay, perfect. So 2d6 for that as well. Perfect.
So go ahead and roll your damage.
9
Nice.
plus nothing, right? For that, just 9
9.
straight. Yeah.
Straight 9.
Sweet. Still really great. Booyah.
So your eyes they're glowing red, and you have your war maul in your hand, and you just take a deep breath with that barrel chest, and you exhale, and just this spout of flame just comes exploding, erupting out of your mouth, and you manage to catch both of these rock formation type creatures, and it's in your flame cone. And you just see the tendrils just whipping around as you hit it with your flames. So good job, man.
Yes. Woohoo.
Okay. And is that the end of your turn?
Not yet, sir.
Not yet.
I'm gonna attack the one on the left. I'm gonna attack the
extra attack, right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna extra attack him. Oh, cock die. I almost stopped. Natural 20.
Natural 20, nice.
Oh.
That definitely hits. So go ahead and roll double the damage.
6, 7, 8, 9, plus the extra attack, which is 10, and 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage total.
15 damage?
Yes.
Nice. So you reach back with Chimera Rising, and you actually snap the top part of this creature, the head. You snap it to like a 45-degree angle. You hear like bone cracking underneath this creature's rocky-like skin exterior, and you just hear it roar like after you singed it and broke its head. All right, next it's gonna be Daedalus. Your turn.
That was amazing.
Okay, so we're still in the air.
You guys are still in the air, yeah.
Is there any way we can land without them taking attacks at us, or?
No, unfortunately. They will have attacks of opportunity if you attempt to land. They still have to hit you. It's not an automatic hit. They still have to roll to hit.
Yeah, I don't really want to give them that chance, though.
Okay.
Is there any way we can disengage?
You can take a disengage action, but Talvis has already taken his turn. He will not be able to disengage.
So and since he's with me, I can't. There's not much I can do.
We're in this together, bud. What happens to me happens to you.
He's actually pondering how to get away while leaving you up there.
Don't you do it.
Is it worth it to piss off the cleric? So what do you do?
Is there any way I can cast, like, will Misty Step affect both of us?
No, just you.
Just me? He can't go through it.
Misty Step, I think you can take somebody with you.
But what about the broom? Can I take that with me too?
Yeah, it's part of your possessions. So your broom will go with you. Wouldn't it be funny if you left with the broom and then just left?
Just hanging.
I'm out of here. Just fly.
Like a cartoon, like just floating in midair for a second and fall. That would be amazing.
Oh.
I would give you inspiration if
Oh,
Sorry, I'm a douchebag.
I brought you cookies.
You said inspiration.
No, only you can teleport up to 30 feet in an unoccupied space.
So that's no good.
Do it. Just do it.
I'm not
What do I
gonna do
say?
it.
He said inspiration.
No, I'm.
Meanwhile, Talvis over here is just like, really?
Don't worry.
Talvis doesn't know this
squirming in
conversation
his
is
seat.
happening.
Don't worry, I'm not
Devil's
gonna leave you
advocate over
behind.
here.
We're just, unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to do our attacking from up here.
Go for it.
Seems
So
that way.
I'm gonna try another blight.
Oof. Now you've cast 2 spells already, right? You've cast Blight once. Didn't you cast another spell?
No, I only casted it
Just
once
just Blight.
during that fight because after that he beat it to death.
Gotcha. Alright, go ahead. Go and cast Blight. I gotta make. What's your spell save modifier?
16.
I fail miserably.
Woo.
So go ahead and roll your 8d8, is it?
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
So I'm gonna need.
It's terrible for me.
So I guess I'll just roll 4 twice.
Yeah.
So first time around we got an 8, 1, 1, and 1.
Okay. Oof. Okay.
11.
And then
Whoa.
Whoa.
hey, is this a 10?
Yeah, that's a 10.
You
You
rolled
gave
a
me
10
a
in there by
Who
accident.
gave me a 10? This isn't my 10.
Oh, that's my bad.
Should I re-roll that first 8 or?
No, that's fine. So 11 for the first 4. So go ahead and.
And I'll just roll these 3 for the second one. So it's a 5, 8,
And
I think,
6.
and a 6.
So what's your total damage?
Say 8,
11,
9, 10.
22, 30, and then he needs to roll 1 more.
Okay, so 30. Oh my goodness.
Eh.
That's ridiculous.
34.
34.
Woo! 34 points of damage. So
Ouch.
on your broom, in a very witchy sort of way, you move your hands, you say an ancient incantation through your arcane focus, and you cast Blight, and you just see this necrotic damage kind of erupt in sores and pus kind of seeping out under its flesh, and you cast an amazing amount of damage. Nice, man.
Wow.
Dang, but it's still not dead. Oy.
No, I will do a strength check though for it to see if it actually falls from the ceiling.
Please fall.
Please fall.
And it fell.
Yay! Bye!
So I gotta roll fall damage for it.
Woo! What if that kills it? That'd be hilarious.
Alright,
Yeah.
so, bludgeoning damage. So you see this thing kind of lose its grip on the ceiling of the cavern and fall into the chasm. You just see this cloud of red dust where it lands. But you see the tentacles kind of writhing within the dust as it's trying to deal with this blight damage that you did to it. Well done, sir.
Did he land at the chasm or just on the floor?
In the chasm.
So did he? So he landed? He didn't land on one of his buddies, did he?
No. So is that kind of your turn?
Yes, that'll end my turn.
Okay. Well done. Next, it's actually their turn. So you've got one that you guys are contending with now. It's going to attack. Say Daedalus seems like the biggest threat. That's a cock die. So we'll say Daedalus. It misses. So you just see a tentacle kind of swing out at you and completely miss.
Gee, this thing's aim is like all kinds of off, isn't
It
it?
actually has
Looks like it.
It has multi-attacks.
Ew.
What's your armor class?
Right now I think it's just an 11.
11. Okay, so the second one does hit you.
Hmm.
So we roll the damage on that. Actually, no. Make a DC. You're actually considered grappled, so go ahead and make a DC 15 check, strength check, saving throw.
16.
Ooh. So again, it tries to wrap its tentacle around you and drag you off your broom, but you manage to kind of muscle the tentacle off your neck.
Yeah, are we still in melee range if that thing fell?
You've got two up in the ceiling.
Oh, so there's still one that could
There's still one in the ceiling, yes. All
Dang
right,
it.
So, and then we've got two that are contending with you. So Barag is going to get one attack, cock die. I rolled a 2. So, and then Terra. 12. 19?
Yes.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, 19 hits. Alright, so 48. I need. Okay, 9, 17, 18. So 18, 22 points of piercing damage as its teeth sink deep into your shoulder. And they actually have multi-attack, so that first one is going to take another attack at Barag. And that's actually going to miss.
Oi.
I'm rolling really bad when it comes to you today, which is, I guess, a good thing for you.
Very,
All right,
very
and-
good thing for me.
Yeah, so Terra is going to get the second attack at you. I rolled a natural 3. Alright, so, yeah, only one hit out of the 4 attacks, so well done.
Nice.
So now it's back up at the top of the order. Talvis, you're up. Terra, you're on deck.
I'm going to cast Sacred Flame
Sacred
on the
Flame.
one that's left close
Is that a
to.
cantrip?
It is a cantrip.
It is.
And that will be a let's see, dexterity saving throw for him
Okay.
against 14.
Okay. Misses. I rolled a natural 2. I'm tiring this dice.
No, don't. Go ahead.
I'm giving that dice anyway.
That's 5 damage to him.
Okay.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word from my ring on Terra.
Okay.
And that's going to be a D4. So 10 total.
So 10 points back. Second in your turn?
Yes.
Alright, so next up, Terra. Barag, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm going to use my dual wield.
Go for it.
As last time.
So again with Barag.
I'm going to use one of my inspirations.
Alright.
I have it on here.
Mm-hmm. So again, re-roll that first attack since you're using your inspiration.
Oh my god. 16.
16 unfortunately does not hit.
Okay.
You do get a second attack, right?
Yes.
So go ahead and roll your second attack.
Yeah, no.
Alright, so this thing is so well camouflaged with its surroundings, you think you see it for a second and you hit it. You think you hit it, but it just, your daggers hit actual natural rock formations, unfortunately. So that will end your turn.
Yes.
Barag, you're up. Daedalus, you're on deck.
Alright, so, okay.
You got one in front of Terra and you got one in front of you, Barag.
I'm gonna attack the one in front of me.
Okay, go for it.
With Chimera Rising. $13.
15 unfortunately does not hit. You do have extra attack, so go ahead and take your second.
Extra attack. 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 19.
Unfortunately, that just misses.
What?
Yeah.
Actually, modified 20 because my +1 attack on my Chimera Rising. I forgot to add that.
Okay, that does.
So
that
modified
does hit.
20.
Yeah, that changes it. All right, so
Yeah.
you did hit it. So you reach back with Chimera Rising, you swing it once, you miss the first time, you bring it back very quickly, hit it the second time, go ahead and roll damage.
Oh yeah. And Great Weapon Fighting, the reroll to 2, which is a 10.
Nice, 10 damage, alright.
15 plus my strength, so 15 damage.
Nice.
Yes.
So your Chimera Rising, it sinks deep and you see a couple of its teeth break from its mouth as you hit it. Well done, sir. Barag the dentist. Alright, so Daedalus, you're up.
I'll fix that spot.
I'm not really in range for poison spray, am I?
You are, yeah.
Can I shoot
The
it?
one in the ceiling, yes, you are.
Will that harm anybody else or just him?
No, it's just
Okay, I'm gonna try.
okay.
So for poison spray, it says here, yes, they must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d. Well, since I'm above 5th level, 2d12.
Sure. Natural 20. You still, I believe, I take half damage on. Is that right?
No, it says the creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 poison damage, but it doesn't say half that at all.
Okay. You sure?
I'm reading the spell right. I've been taking a looking up everything I cast.
Sure. No, I appreciate that. I just want to make sure that if it takes damage, I want you to take that damage. I want it to take damage from you. Okay, yeah, it's just either you succeed or fail, and you either take it or you don't take it. All right, so how do you do the poison the poison spray? I'm curious. Does it come out of your mouth, your hand?
No, it comes out of my hand.
It comes out of your
The
palm of
middle.
your hand?
Yeah, the middle. I just go like this.
That's gotta be an awesome visual. So you just see Daedalus like put his hand up in the air, and then just like this poison green noxious cloud comes flying out in a stream. Unfortunately, miscalculates the trajectory, and it harmlessly dissipates against the roof of the chasm, or the ceiling rather of the chasm. Is that gonna end your turn?
There's not much else I can do.
Okay. Now it's their turn. So let's go ahead and do. What is your armor class, Talvis?
18.
18. That misses. It gets multi-attack. Misses again. I rolled exactly the same thing. So you just see these two tentacles kind of whip out at you very quickly, but they just kind of snap right over your head. Next is going to be the 2 down below, and actually you're going to be joined by the one that was in the chasm. By this round, it's made up it's made its way up to where Terra and Barag are. So it's Terra, you're literally trapped between. You've got one in front of you and one behind you. So 3 of them are going to take their turn. Yeah.
Lucky me.
Lucky you, because I rolled a natural 3 and a natural 6. I'm rolling so bad. Oh
Keep
my.
those dice.
Darn.
Yes.
Keep
Those are great.
Alright, so that's 1. Miss both attacks on you. Natural 20 on the first one. Natural 19 on the second one.
Ouch.
Never mind, don't keep those dice.
Alright, so the first one is going to be 48. But it's going to be 8d8 because it's double. Anybody have an... Okay.
I don't know.
Please roll all ones.
So you take 35 points of piercing damage. As it again, since it's in the wound that was just healed by Talvis, you take fresh bite mark. And then the second attack is going to be roll a DC 15 strength check, please.
15?
Yeah.
No, you just roll your 20, and you have to
Busy
beat
15
Oh, yeah.
is what you want to beat.
Yeah, you gotta beat 15.
Okay,
Beat
so
15.
as it bites you, several of its tentacles wrap your body tightly, and you're stuck in front of it. All right, so that is going to be that one now. Barag, what is your armor class? 12, right?
12.
Okay.
Oh, horrible.
I think this is going to be my new favorite dice, guys.
No, it's okay.
Big cool.
Natural 2.
Yay.
It's like feast or famine.
Yeah.
I mean, they're rolling really well or really horribly.
He rolls
Yeah.
really well with me, rolls horribly with
The
Barag.
second one does hit DC 15 strength check, please, as these tentacles come whipping at you, trying to lasso you in the mouth.
7.
7. All right, so you two get wrapped up in the tentacles of this creature, and now it's pulling you to its maw. All right, so but that will end its turn. You don't take any damage, though. It's just
That's good.
you are just grappled. You're considered grappled.
Okay, so we're just stuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is going to end their turn. Now back at the top of the order, we have Talvis.
Okay, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Sure.
And those are going to be these Fey-like creatures that will appear in a 15-foot radius around me and zip around any enemy they find and take chunks out of them.
Oof. Go for it.
So that's going to be, and I can designate the party to be unaffected.
Yes.
Their speed is the creature's speed is going to be halved, and whenever they start their turn in this radius or enter it newly, they have to make a Wisdom saving throw against 14.
So you cast it this round, but the first round of damage will be next round, right? Am I understanding that correctly?
So it'll be at the beginning of their turn.
Okay. So they just had their turn.
Right. So
the next round.
Right. Anytime they start their turn there, or anytime a creature were to enter that zone, it'll be a Wisdom throw against 14.
Okay.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to cast.
Believe it or not, these things have wisdom that they should not have. I don't understand that number, but okay, we'll work with it.
For my bonus action, I'm going to cast.
Don't forget, you still have your spiritual weapon up. Did you cast that?
I did cast it in.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This
All right,
room.
so you don't have it up.
Yeah. So I'm going to cast spiritual weapon as
Why
my
did I say that?
as my bonus action.
Why did I say that?
And mark that off.
Okay.
Mark that off. And it will make an attack.
All right. So you cast your spectral glaive in the air.
Mhm.
So go ahead and roll. Make an attack roll with your spell attack modifier, please.
So 17.
17 unfortunately does not hit. So
These guys are tough.
yeah. So the glaive kind of spins and it takes a chunk out of the ceiling. first you thought it was the creature, but they blend so well into their environment. You just hit some rock. So is that going to end your turn?
It will. So for my Spirit Guardians, though, that's 15. So that would catch this one, and 5.
Just 2 of them.
Just these 2 right here.
Just
okay,
those 2, yes.
got it.
Okay, so next it's going to be Terra Highhill.
All
I
right.
need you to make a DC 15 strength check, please.
Using that dice. That is a 16.
Oh, okay. So you managed to kind of wiggle your way out of the tendril. Now you get to make your attack.
Yes. Halfling luck.
You roll a 1 again? Halfling luck, man.
Ouch. Lucky.
Why would anybody roll anything but a halfling? If anybody
17.
doesn't understand what she means by halfling luck, halflings have this racial trait where if they roll a 1, they get to re-roll it because they're known to be a very lucky race. So you rolled a what?
17.
Unfortunately, that does not hit.
Natural 20.
Natural 20 does hit. So go ahead and roll damage. You get to roll double damage die,
Oh.
Oh, yay.
but just on the second attack. So
Yeah. Dang.
I'm gonna need 4 more D4.
this isn't Frostbrand, right?
No.
This is your regular one. 4 more D4.
Yeah, because it's
I gave
double,
her
right?
2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I've got 3 here. So
I just need 2 more.
Just 2 more.
Mountain of dice.
What'd you roll?
8, 9, 10, 20, 5, 6, 7, 34.
34.
34.
All right. So you so with your Frostbrand dagger, you just barely miss the creature, but you come up with your offhand dagger and you hit it square right under its mouth, and you see this black blood just kind of roll out very quickly, and you hear it roar in pain as you do it. Is that gonna end your turn?
That is going to end my turn.
All right, Terra. Barag, you're up. Daedalus, you're on deck.
Please to roll that natural 20.
Okay,
Yeah, seriously.
so...
So he's in the tentacle right now too, right?
He's in the tentacle, so you need to make a DC 15 strength check, please.
Oh, what is that? Nah.
Does that
9.
make it?
No.
Okay, so you're still wrapped in its grip. Okay. Since you do have extra attack, I'll let you make a second save.
Okay.
However, you won't actually get attack. It'll just be to break out.
And break out on this one,
So
yeah.
you spend your whole round trying to wiggle out of it.
Okay. 13.
You missed it by 1. You
Yeah.
get a DC 15. Okay, so it still has. You can feel that the tentacles kind of like you're crushing your body even closer and tighter, but you are still completely grappled in its grip, and it's going to be pulling you in.
What if I action surge?
If you action surge, I will allow you to make a third attempt. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Now you won't have that available later, should you need it.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold on to it.
Up to you.
Yeah. No. He can keep me.
Okay. Is that gonna end your turn, Barag?
Unless I'll have to end because I can't second wind while I'm wrapped up in a gas. So
Okay.
no.
Daedalus, you're up.
I'm done. Unfortunately.
Okay, so I'm gonna try Eldritch Blast.
Go for it.
I'm gonna aim one of them at the guy in the ceiling, and then the one that has which one has them?
Terra managed to break free. Barag is still
Okay, the one that has
tightly wrapped.
the one that has him. I'm gonna see if I can try and aim at his tentacle instead,
All right.
and see if I can help break
For
Barag
a
free.
second, I thought you were gonna say testicle.
Oh man.
Good try.
Go for it.
So here's number 1. This is for the guy in the ceiling. No, that's a 5.
No. Okay. So unfortunately, you just barely missed.
And this is for the, whoops. You want to re-roll that because it kind of hit the side here. It's a 9 though.
What did it hit?
It hit the because I was aiming for here.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Yeah. In the dice tray, sure.
And it's an 8.
Unfortunately, both the Eldritch Blasts miss. The second one hits just harmlessly off of its rocky-like exterior. Daedalus, that will end your turn, yes?
Yeah, because I have nothing else to do other than that.
So next we have the Ropers. Wow. 16 and a natural 20 for Barag.
Ouch!
Finally, something else other than me. That's horrible to say.
Did you trying to make me die?
So you take 18 points of piercing damage for the first attack. The second attack is with its tendril, but you're still wrapped up in it, so I would say no, actually. Yeah, you're lucky. It only gets one bite and one tendril attack, but since you're wrapped up in its tendril already, that natural 20 was for naught.
Oh.
It only gets a bite and a tendril. It's taken the bite with the first attack. The natural 20, it wouldn't realistically it would have been to wrap you up in its tendril. So.
Oh,
yeah. So,
yes.
yeah, you just skirted disaster.
Whew.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, so
I'm hurting, by the way. Just to announce that. I'm hurting.
These two have to make those wisdom throws.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throws against 14.
I'll do that after that.
Okay.
So, 2 hits on Terra. First, it's going to be, we'll say, a tendril attack. So make a DC 15.
13.
13. So it wraps you up and it kind of reels you in slowly. And as it reels you in slowly, you kind of plant your feet in the ground, and it's still dragging you, even though your feet are planted firmly. And you just see its mouth getting bigger and bigger as it again just sinks deep into your torso. It's gonna take. That is gonna be 19 points of piercing damage.
I am gone.
So you see Terra kind of fall limp in its mouth as it starts chewing on her. Next, it's going to be let's see, the one in the ceiling. It's going to miss you for the first attack. Natural 20 on the tendril. So I need you to make a DC 15 save. Yeah.
Ouch.
17.
17. You make it.
I can just imagine.
You have managed to break out of this grip every time I hit you with it. Every single time. And that will end its turn. And now I need to make a wisdom save for all 4 of them.
For any of them that are within 15 feet of me, these two. So it's wisdom 14.
Okay, one of them actually hits exactly 14.
Okay.
And the other one rolled a natural 17.
Okay,
so half damage?
It's half damage,
okay, so
3d8. So that's 8 and that's 13 total. So
13 total?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll say 6 damage. Okay. So the one that has Terra is looking really rough. You just see black ooze actually jutting from its eye. It's one big red eye.
Okay.
A couple of teeth come dislodge into Terra's shoulder, but she's still in its grip.
Terra's unconscious?
She's unconscious.
Okay.
So now it's actually going to be Talvis. It's your turn. Actually, you're top of the order. Terra, you're going to have to make a death save the next round. So.
Okay. So I'm going to take aim at the one that has her.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast I can't reach it, right? We're not quite that close to it.
No, you cannot. Well, to touch, you mean?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah, we're both up in the air.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame against it. Cantrip.
Okay.
That's gonna be Dexterity saving throw for it.
Natural 1.
Whoa. Okay.
So go roll your damage.
Okay, and that's gonna be plus. Plus. Oh, it's 2d8 because I'm past 5th level. Okay. 1, 3 total.
3 total?
Yeah.
3 is exactly the health points it had left. So, how would you like to describe your moment of victory?
It's so my Sacred Flame is going to swirl out from my hand, and it's going to do a little bit of a dance and twirl and find its way around the thing's neck and just strangle it essentially in one snap movement.
Okay. So you see this white mist kind of coalesce around the roper that has Terra High Hill, and basically strangle it, and you just see the roper just kind of fall limply to the side with Terra also limply, and it's still kind of attached to her shoulder, her torso rather. Well done though.
For my bonus action, I would like to, let's see, that's this one here?
Yes.
Can I
you can
move this? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And
so what are you going to do for your bonus?
For my bonus action, I'm going to use my spiritual weapon to attack this one here. And
of the two, that one looks the most hardy of the two.
Okay. Well, actually, I'm going to say this one instead, because this one is melee range to Barag, so I'm going to attack that one with my spiritual weapon.
Okay, go for it.
And that will be a melee spell attack, which has not been going well for me, but we will see. That is a critical failure on that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alright, so, alright.
Yeah.
I will say, again, we'll leave it up to the percentile die.
Okay.
So unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but fortunately, your spiritual weapon just grazes Barag right by his head, but doesn't do any damage. You just see it fly by. You can feel the wind of the spiritual weapon just go right past your head, Barag. Alright, so is that going to end your turn?
Yes.
Alright,
I thought the
Talvis.
DM said unfortunately, and then changed it to fortunately.
Freudian slip, sorry. Alright, so Terra, I need you to make your first death save, please.
What does it have to be?
10 or more.
19.
19, alright, so that's 1 success. Okay. 2 more and you're up. Okay. And if you roll a natural 20, that counts as 2.
Okay.
Oh.
2.
Yeah.
Alright, so next it's going to be Barag. So you see one of them fall limply after Talvis casts a spell of some mist that killed it. Then he almost decapitates you with a spiritual weapon. So what do you do?
I scream back to Talos, "That was a close one, my friend!"
Yeah, well, looking like you need a bit of a shave there, so...
Yeah, at least
trying to help you out.
Bolt in the ass. And then as I do that, I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna continue to attack the one in front of me.
Go for it.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 modified.
Nice, you do hit it. So go ahead and roll damage, please.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 damage total.
Nice.
Booyah.
So you bring Chimera Rising back and you sink it. This is the one that you kind of broke its head on an angle.
Oh, yes.
And actually you hit it the other way, and the head, the very top of this creature actually goes in the other direction another 45 degrees. And you just hear it scream and roar. It's actually looking at you, man, at the next turn. Alright, so...
I'm going to extra attack.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, so I'm going to extra attack. As he screams out, as the creature screams, though, I'm be like, "You want some more? More Chimera Rising!"
Nice.
And then 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. Yay! Yes.
So go and roll damage.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 total in damage.
10?
Yes.
So you rolled 9 damage?
Yeah, and I have the extra +1 damage on Chimera Rising.
Are you adding your strength proficiency?
Yes.
Strength bonus?
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, actually.
15.
Yeah, I forgot that. My bad. Thank you for reminding me.
That's a good DM, guys.
Yes.
Okay, so you hit it twice.
Yes.
Nice.
Booyah.
All right, well done. So your war maul sinks deep into this thing, and you can just see like the lower jaw of it just kind of like cracks as you hit it with that last hit. Well done. Next, it's going to be Daedalus. Daedalus, you're up.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try the old Eldritch Blast again.
Go for it.
Fortunately, I am out of spell slots, so that's because I used both of them.
Okay.
Good.
So go ahead and roll your Eldritch Blast.
Okay, we're gonna aim.
Is the one in the ceiling or which one?
I'm gonna try and take 2 different shots again. The one in front of him, the one that he just attacked,
Got it.
and then the one on the ceiling.
Okay, go for it.
That was a bit cockeyed. 13. Wait, and I add the 6 to
Your
it.
spell attack modifier, yeah, to it.
So it's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Missed it. Unfortunately,
Ah.
just barely missed it. Alright, so you just see this Eldritch Blast coming from Daedalus, and he just barely misses this roper.
And that was the one on the ceiling.
Is that the one on the ceiling or the one in front of Barag? Because I think.
That was the one for the ceiling.
Okay, alright, so now you're shooting at the one at Barag?
Yeah.
Okay, go
No, I rolled a 5. I ain't making anything.
for it. Okay. Is it kind of your turn?
Yeah, there's something.
Alright, so next it's actually their turn. They gotta make another wisdom save, yes? Yes.
Yeah.
What's your spell, DC?
14.
14. Natural 17.
So he's gonna take half
So-
damage on that.
Yes. 1 failed, 2 failed. So the 2 on the ground actually failed their wisdom check, so they're gonna take full damage. The one up in the ceiling takes half damage. So go ahead and roll damage.
Well, they were not taking
you're
damage
right.
because they're not in the
you're right.
radius. So
They're too far out. You're
okay,
right.
so
So
it'll
just
be
the one in the ceiling.
half of that's 5, 8, 12, so 6.
6. Okay. Still looking pretty hard, you guys. That one. Okay. So you see these what do they look like? Like pixie-like creatures? Or?
Yeah, they're small fey creatures.
So yeah, you see these small pixie-like creatures zooming around the room at a rapid pace, and they're just attacking as they zoom by all of these roper beasts. And actually, they can only attack the one on the ceiling. It does take a little bit of damage, but only a little bit. All right. So next, it's going to be. Okay, they get to attack now. Man. Wow. 2 misses on Daedalus.
Oh,
Wow.
Ceiling, yes. Alright, so now we've got
Luck continue.
Barag. 1 miss. 2 misses. Holy cow. I cannot believe how bad I'm rolling tonight.
It's okay. That's okay.
a modified 8 and a modified 6.
Ouch.
Yeah, so now the one in front of Terra High Hill. Miss. And a miss.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable this dice.
Yeah.
Good dice. Good dice.
So I've missed every single attack roll this round with ropers.
Yes.
I'm canceling D&D tonight. Let's reschedule. Alright, so
Tomorrow.
oh my goodness. Alright, so Talvis, you're up. Terra, you're on deck with another death save.
Okay, so I am going to cast Call Lightning at 3rd level, and that is going to appear, let's see, 5 feet behind this fine creature.
Okay.
And every creature within 5 feet, so him and his buddy here, are going to make a dexterity saving throw, take 3d10 on a fail, half on success.
Alright.
And I can use my action on each of my turns to make that same attack with that spell because it's a.
Now your Spirit Guardians, that's concentration, yes?
Yes.
You can't have 2 concentrations.
Right, so I'm going to drop them
Okay,
and cast this.
Okay.
So.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, there he is.
Guys!
Yeah.
Critical.
Different die?
Ouch. Yeah.
I've tried 2 different dice. I don't know what is going on.
Okay.
These are my good dice, too.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm throwing these in the trash. I'm not even kidding. I'm so... Oh,
They hate us.
So they each get to roll that save.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Natural 20 on the second one.
Oh.
Okay.
So he only takes half damage.
Right.
Alright, so...
3, 5, 8, 6. So 14 to one, and then half to the other. See, I'm making sure I get all of this correct. Yep, and that's it.
All right.
And I'm going to use a bonus action to cast. Let's see, to cast Healing Word on Barag from my ring.
Okay.
Okay, so that's going to be the D4.
Thank God.
Where's my D4?
No, it's good. It's good.
There we go. 7 heals to.
I'll not take that sass, man.
7
I
heals.
will not take any sass.
Thank you, Sir Talvis.
You're
Alright,
very
so you
welcome.
take your hit points and you can see the flesh start to knit back together.
Yeah.
Your blood starts to congeal.
And that will end my turn.
Alright, good job. Next it's gonna be Terra. You need to make another death save.
18.
18. So that's 2. 2
Nice.
successes. Okay.
Nice.
Alright.
Okay.
Barag, you're up. Daedalus, you're on deck.
Awesome. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna continue to attack.
Go for it.
One in front of me. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Unfortunately, that misses.
Extra attack.
Go for
Gonna take the attack and then swing at him. Natural 19.
That hits.
Which means I get one of my critical because
Yeah.
I have my improved critical.
Yeah, level 7, man.
Oh, level
That's
7!
a good thing.
Yes.
Alright, so
Okay.
go roll your damage.
So that means I get the 4d6 because 2d6 bludgeoning damage, right? So I double the dice.
So you double the dice.
Okay, so it's 4. Okay, it is 4. Alright.
So go ahead and roll your
Great.
You don't even have to do any of that. So,
Oh, okay.
describe your moment of victory.
Oh, yes. So, I missed with my first attack, but I pull back real quick and stance, and then I aim for the broken piece, and I just send it flying, and then I crack his jaw and send all the teeth just smack the floor.
I'll even say that you hit it so hard that the head of Chimera Rising actually just bumps the flesh from its back. It almost goes completely through it. Well done.
Oh,
Alright,
yes.
so that is 1 down.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, that's 2 down. There's only 2 left, so if you can
That's
remove
this
that
one.
one off the board.
Yes.
Alright, so that's going to end your turn, Brock?
Yeah, that'll end my turn. I'm gonna hold off there now on that extra.
Well done, sir.
Yes.
Next, it's Daedalus. So you see Barag just take this creature to town, take him to school. Alright, so what do you do?
More like
Yes.
you're taking to the dentist's office.
More than the dentist. Alright, so go ahead. Wise ass.
Yeah. Vicious mockery.
Vicious mockery.
Vicious
man.
mockery,
Yes,
man.
it's mocking the dead body. The dead body takes 4 points of psychic damage. So, what do you do?
So, I'm gonna. So we saw the one in the ceiling.
You do have the one in the ceiling, and you have the one in front of Terra Highhill, who is unconscious.
Well, I'm gonna try and just Eldritch Blast the one in the ceiling and the one on the floor.
Okay. Which one first?
The one in the ceiling is always going to be first.
Okay.
Try to get rid of the one nearest us,
Sure.
so it stops trying to grab me. This is an 8 plus 6.
Okay. Then unfortunately that does miss. So go ahead and roll your second attack.
And that's a 3 plus 6.
Alright.
This is lame.
So unfortunately you try to aim your Eldritch Blast and they both go wide. Second on your turn.
There's no bonus actions I can take, is there? I don't have any.
And there's no bonus spells that you have now.
Yeah, so
Okay, so
that
will
ends
end
my
your
turn.
Okay. And they will actually go take their turn. And so Spirit Guardians is gone, yes?
Spirit Guardians is gone. Call Lightning is up, but that is something I will use on my turn.
Yes.
Rather than them, rolling on theirs.
Okay, so natural 1.
Oh. On an attack roll?
Daedalus.
Oh, okay.
Natural 4.
Hey! There you go.
Guys, what the hell?
Those
I've never rolled this bad ever in my life.
single digits. You gotta love them.
Oh my goodness, it's so frustrating. Alright, so you see a couple of tendrils whipping from the ceiling at you, Daedalus, and you can actually hear them cracking right by your ear, but none of them actually make contact. And I'm going to say, because it rolled a 1 on one of its attack, it may fall from the ceiling.
Please, oh please, fall from the ceiling.
It does.
We're like, Talvis and I are just waving at it.
Try.
Have a nice trip. See you next fall.
He's gonna climb back up like the other one, unless he dies on the fall.
Alright, so you just see kind of like these two little hook feet actually lose their grip, and it kind of falls head first right into the chasm below, taking a significant amount of damage. I think it took more damage from the fall than this whole fight so far.
I don't know what that says about us.
Alright, so that is going to end. Actually, no. And there's one more roper, yes?
Yes.
Okay,
Still one more out there.
Barag.
Hi.
Let's try different dice.
Bring it on, son.
Natural 1.
Yes.
Natural 1. What?
Again.
We have documented evidence that this is happening. We're recording this.
Getting brutalized.
Natural 1, natural 5.
Wow.
2 attacks, both miss Barag.
Wow.
Guys, I don't know what else to do. Alright, so Talvis.
Keep on rolling badly. That's what you do.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know what?
so
I'm getting a new dice. Talvis, it's your turn.
okay. So
All these dice.
You go for it.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
I'm gonna use my action to call down lightning again from this enormous storm cloud that I've conjured above.
Okay, can I tell you why this is so frustrating? I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
Right.
This is so frustrating because I took like a half hour last night. I took all my dice and I started weeding them out, like which ones would roll the highest, and it was almost a scientific method for me. And I did every single dice increment: D8, D4, D12, D10.
You just
D20.
like feel the dice
And
energy.
then, yeah, I did. I had all the dice that rolled the highest on average for me. I was like, this is my dice. This is gonna be awesome.
Oh man.
So yeah.
So so it's gonna make that dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
For call lightning.
I'm still in single digits, guys. Don't worry. Alright, so it's going to be which one? The one by Barag?
14 DC.
17.
Ooh,
Okay,
so
it takes half damage?
it will take half on 3d10.
Okay, go for it.
5, 8, 5, 13, so 6. And that's my action. For my bonus action, I am going to cast Healing Word once again on Barag.
Go for it. That's a cantrip, yes?
That is a first level spell bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's 4 healths.
Okay, don't forget to mark your slots.
Yeah.
So plus 4. Right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, sweet.
Nice. Alright, so that will end your turn.
Yep.
Terra, you're up. You get to make another death saving throw. Below 10?
6.
Okay, so you have 1 failure and 2 successes. 1 more success and you're not dead. 2 more failures and we get to put a gravestone up for Terra. Alright, so...
Does anybody know masonry?
Luckily, somebody's studying up on that. Barag. Alright, and speaking of which, potential gravestone maker, it's your turn.
Alright.
Thanks. Thanks, DM. Thanks.
You're
Well,
rolling bad, so...
it
I'm
really
rolling
bad.
horribly.
I get
I know,
5 new dice.
Go for it.
Okay, so I'm gonna swing at the one in front of Terra's body.
Sure.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
And unfortunately,
17.
this is 16 does not hit.
Extra attack. Come on, buddy.
No? Okay, so...
Nah.
Okay, so are you going to action search or no?
I'm gonna hold on to
Hold on
it.
to it?
I'm not gonna take that risk
Alright,
yet.
so you swing Chimera Rising twice. Unfortunately, you go wide both times. So that's going to end your turn?
Yes.
Alright, next is Daedalus, a.k.a. Hartwell the Magnificent.
That's
AKA the Backsasser.
Pretty assassin to DM, this guy.
See, every time I tried
So are
Eldritch,
you, actually.
every time I tried Eldritch Blast, I keep on missing.
Well.
The dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
Third time's a
Yes.
charm, man.
Yeah.
Third time's
Come
a
on.
Well,
charm.
I'm gonna try it one more time.
Go for
There
it.
you go.
One in the ceiling first.
Yes.
Yes.
No, that's a 3.
Like,
I'm glad to
no.
see somebody else is rolling like I am.
That's a 2.
That's a 2.
Ouch.
Oh.
High 5, dude. We suck tonight.
Come on.
Alright, Daedalus, that's gonna end your turn.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Dang.
So, the roper by Terra looks at you. You see its eye kind of like narrow. One of the tendrils snaps at you. Make a DC 15 check, please. Sure.
Too bad your intimidation doesn't work on him.
And I don't add any mods to this, right?
Your strength.
It'll be 15 then, with my strength mod.
Okay, you do make it. It's strength, and you're proficient in strength checks, I believe.
Yes. Oh, so I can add
Plus your
proficiency to
proficiency,
that? Oh, okay, that would be like 18.
18. Okay, so
Yeah.
it whips you with its tendril to try and grapple you again, but you manage to break out relatively easily. But it will take a bite attack. I rolled a 2.
Yes.
Alright. It's a long night for me.
Ooh.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
It's okay.
I feel like Charlie Brown right now. I feel like a Peanuts cartoon.
Yeah, you're completely missing
Working
that
against
football,
me.
right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
The dice is Lucy tonight.
Ouch.
Okay, I am going to 16. Does that hit you, Daedalus?
Yeah, that hits me.
Okay, alright, so that is, make a DC 15 strength check, please.
18.
18.
Ooh,
You
every
don't know.
I
time.
know, every single time he's broken
Yeah.
out of its grip.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have been a barbarian.
Yeah.
Alright, so, it's gonna make a melee attack of 19, that does hit. It's going to take, you're gonna take a little bit of damage here, Daedalus. I don't think you've taken damage yet this fight, right?
Nope, none.
So happy with yourself, aren't you?
Yeah.
So happy. Alright, so. Okay, let me roll that damage. You take 29 points of piercing damage as its teeth sink deep into the back of your neck.
9 points.
Ow.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
That's a big bite. Alright,
43, 22,
so that's
30, 39.
Talvis, you're up.
Okay.
So you're on the back of the broom and you see this roper just kind of like reach its mouth. It attempts to envelop Talvis, but Talvis, in an unmitigated feat of strength, manages to just break the grip of the tentacles. And you just see its mouth kind of envelop the back of his neck,
Okay.
and you see kind of blood kind of spurting out of Daedalus's.
Ugh.
Yeah. Here we go.
So, I'm going to call lightning down again.
Go for it.
And he gets the, is it dexterity? I'm trying to remember. Yes, dexterity against 14.
Natural 20.
Oh, man. So he'll take half still?
Yes.
Okay.
Yay. Something better than nothing.
8.
By the law of averages, I eventually had to roll this.
Mm-hmm.
8, so 9
You sound
damage.
very proud of yourself when you said that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
9 damage?
Yeah.
Eventually.
And
Probabilities.
for my bonus action, I'm going to use my spiritual weapon.
Go for it.
To attack him again, yeah.
Okay, go for it.
That'll be melee spell. 16 plus spellcasting ability modifier 19.
19 does not hit, unfortunately.
Ooh.
Close.
Alright, so you did do some damage to it though. Well done. So you cast both your spells. Your lightning does hit. Your special weapon does miss, but barely. But barely miss. Alright, so is that gonna end your turn, Talvis?
Yes.
Terra, you are up. You need to make another death saving throw. 10 or higher.
10.
10, okay. So you are up. Well done.
Oh,
Yes.
Took forever.
Okay.
Finery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Start chugging.
what do you want to do?
I'm gonna take my superior healing potion.
Good call. Good call. So that is 8d4 plus 8. That's going to be your action?
Yes.
Barag, you're up.
Okay. Sweet. Okay, so
you see Terra kind of stir. She opens her mouth. She opens her eyes rather, and then quickly grabs her a healing potion. Just chugs it as she's still on the floor.
I'm not even gonna bother to get up.
Yeah. Almost like she's hungover. You know, she just like chugs it down.
Sweet. So yeah, I see that in the corner of my eye, and I quickly do a little dance. Yes.
Nice.
As she gets up.
The Hill Dwarf shuffle.
Yeah, I do a little shuffle and I'm like, yeah, and then I'm like, time to get down to business.
Go for it.
And I grip Chimera Rising. And I'm gonna attack 16, 17, 18.
That hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm gonna roll for my extra attack at the same time, actually, so I can get that over with. 21.
That hits. Alright, so you get 2 hits with Chimera Rising. So go ahead and roll damage.
Yes. Okay. Booyah. Sucker gonna go down. Great weapon fighting for the 2. So it's
nice.
8 for the first
Plus
one. Plus 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
So 13 on the first one.
Yep. Great weapon fighting for the 2 again. And so that was 5 and 6. Actually, I hit this one. So it was a 5 and a 6.
So 11.
Yep.
So 16
11.
with your strength.
Yep. 16. Whew.
So in one round, you managed to get this guy's health down to half of what it originally was.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yeah. So and you see kind of like the its upper palate.
Mm-hmm.
You just see the upper palate just kind of break in half as you hit the second hit. Nice. Well done, Tim. Daedalus, you're up.
Yeah.
You see the one in the ceiling down in the chasm now from the last round. And it's trying to make its way up. It'll be up by where Terra is in the next round.
Is it still in range, or can we finally land?
You can land without taking an attack of opportunity, yes.
Oh, good. Hey, Talvis, we're landing. We're gonna go over here. Would it be alright if we go over here, though? Because if he's climbing up over there...
Yeah, he's climbing up on that side where Terra is, yes.
Yeah, so you want to land over here and shoot across?
I say I could make that distance.
Okay, so
Just don't shoot it at the dwarven ass.
Well, I don't aim for his ass, but
It just
if it ends up there,
happen, yeah.
then...
So we're going to be right across,
It
like...
happens, it happens.
We're
What's
gonna
with
be
your
like right
fascination?
So we're going to be right here. So that's where we are.
Okay.
So yeah, we are now officially landed. Did I take an action, or was that a bonus or something?
No, that's just movement.
Okay, that's just movement.
That's just
So
movement.
yay! So we're
So
both...
now you get to attack, if you so choose.
Okay, what can I do? Is anyone in range if I try poison spray again?
Poison spray, I believe, is a cone effect, so you will get some of your compatriots in that.
Okay, then forget that.
Yeah. I say go for it.
No.
What the hell? Let's live dangerously, Daedalus.
Yeah.
Live on the edge.
Yeah.
Nope, not that it.
Nah.
Has this thing climbed back up?
It's a spoil sport. It's actually going on the other side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's why I put us over here.
Right.
So it's over there.
Hello.
It's actually got a 10-foot range. I'm sorry. 10-foot range. And it's just like a puff of smoke, so it's not like a cone. So, unfortunately, it is out of range, though. It is beyond your 10-foot range.
Okay, well, I'm going to try actually casting Firebolt.
Go for it. Do you have the spell slot for it?
It's not that. It's a cantrip.
Oh, it's a cantrip. Okay, go for it.
So let me actually turn to this somewhere close by.
Yeah, Firebolt, basically, it's a ranged attack spell. On a hit, it takes 1d10 fire damage, so go for it.
Or in my case, 2d10. Because above level 5, above 5th level, you get 2d10.
Go for it.
So,
is that spell level, though?
No, it's the spell damage creatures at 1d10.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
Go for it.
Let's hope I hit this thing. I'm not hitting this thing.
I
rolled a 5.
Alright, so unfortunately your firebolt goes wide and does not hit. It just hits kind of like the rock embankment that it's climbing up with its tentacles, trying to sneak behind Terra. So that is going to end your turn.
I tried.
Okay, and now it's their turn actually. So now this round it will actually have made it behind Terra. So there you go.
Will that take
here?
his turn? Or?
That will take. That's just movement action.
Like right here, or just flanked here?
No, to her back. The other side. Yeah,
like that.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. And now they are going to take their turns. So the first one on Barag with a tendril that does hit. Go ahead and make a DC 15 save.
Got it. 11, 12, 13, 14.
You made it.
Yeah. Yay! Yay! Plus mods.
Alright, then it's going to take a bite attack. That does hit.
Damn. I really
Natural 15, so.
Ouch.
I think your armor class is 12.
I'm hurting.
So, yeah.
The armor, at least.
Too bad I can't cast Mage Armor on him.
Yeah.
I can only cast it on me. And so far, I've been faring very well without it.
Yeah. 20 points of piercing damage. As its teeth sink deep into your thigh.
And
they pretty much they sink to the gums. That's how deep they get into your thigh. That is going to be that one, and then the one by Terra is going to attack you.
Quick announcement. I'm asleep. I'm KO'd.
Out?
I'm out.
Right, just cock down. That's a miss.
Thank you.
And a natural 1.
Thank you.
Yay.
So it whips at you with a tendril and tries a bite attack and misses. You do see Barag kind of take a really bad bite to the leg and fall down to the ground unconscious. But that will end their turn. Now it's going to be Talvis.
Yeah.
Terra, you're on deck.
And I will call lightning again on the same creature.
Go for it.
So it gets that dexterity throw,
Yeah.
14.
Ouch.
4, 6. Oof, that's a rough one. 7 total.
7 total damage?
Yeah.
Wow. I thought I was rolling bad.
Yeah. I'm rolling bad damage.
What is, well, -1, I didn't make it. Alright, so, it does take all massive 7 points of damage.
Okay, and
That's the one.
Booyah.
and
So your lightning bolt actually just crackles on its back, does a little bit of damage.
okay, and I will make a bonus action attack with spiritual weapon.
Go for it.
22.
That does it.
Cool. Okay,
Roll
so
damage.
it'll be 1d8. 10.
10. Oof. Nice. So your spiritual weapon spins around, sinks deep. You can see it hit right underneath the eye. Might have been into the eye socket, but it sinks deep. Well done. That is going to be. Is that going to end your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Terra, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna use
So you see one of them with a spiritual weapon jutting out from where it's right underneath its eye, and the one that still is kind of munching on Barag.
Okay. Which one is the one munching on him?
The green one.
Okay. I'm gonna.
On the map, it's green, but
Okay.
it looks like stone.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use my dual wield.
Go for it.
Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, that's not gonna work.
You guys are holding on to these.
Okay, and then halfling luck.
You rolled a 1.
Wow.
Changing that.
Everybody's rolling really bad on this side of the table.
That's better.
That hits.
23.
That hits. So your second attack does hit, so go ahead and damage.
Thank God for halfling luck.
Yeah. Okay.
But ouch.
Wasn't that lucky in this fight though?
And then, oh well, he's getting munched on, so no sneak attack.
Nope. Nom nom nom
Thanks.
nom.
Go for it.
8, 10, 13.
Okay, so describe to me your moment of victory.
Thank God.
You miss with your forest brand dagger, but you managed to get your second dagger deep. So what does it look like?
And his spiritual weapon's still hanging.
It's still hanging out of its face, yeah.
So I'm gonna jump in, hold on to that spiritual weapon,
Nice.
and then just start stabbing repeatedly into the eye.
Nice. So you go almost like into your elbow, into the eye, and you do like almost like a prison shank
Yeah.
shiv, like into the eye, and you just get covered in this black ichor just jutting out and just kind of falls limp. Well done. All right, so you can take that one off the board. Next, and are you gonna take any movement?
Can I give him a healing potion as a bonus action or no?
It's an action.
Okay. Then no, that's it.
Okay. Next, it's going to be Barag. Death saving throw, sir. 10 or more. That's what you're hoping for.
8.
All right, so that is 1 fail. We got 2 more. All right, so next it's going to be Daedalus. You're up, my man.
Am I gonna hit it?
You've got 1 left.
Let's hope I can hit something this round. So I'm just gonna try and. Well, see, what do I have for? See where I put those. No, there they are. Let's see here. No, definitely not.
No.
I don't think anything that this has is gonna help me.
Okay.
I think
So what are you gonna do?
just gonna Eldritch Blast it.
Go
This
for it.
time, both shots are gonna be aimed right at it.
Nice. Okay, so what are they gonna look like? I'm actually curious of the flavor of these Eldritch Blasts.
Oh, I'm gonna say 2 giant D20s.
2 down. All right.
Yes.
D20s have been the bane of my existence, so it's almost poetic. That this is the thing.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Just miss.
And that's a 5. Nope.
Okay, so unfortunately, you see these 2 giant D20s rolling in the air, and then bam! Unfortunately, they miss. All right, so is that gonna end your turn?
Yep.
All right, so next it's actually the Roper's turn. It is going to take aim at young Terra with a miss, natural 6, cocked eye, natural 4. Unbelievable. I don't even know how to explain it anymore. All right, so
It's a glorious thing. Don't question it.
Yeah.
I wish that gloriousness would transfer from me to him.
Yeah.
And take.
Talos, you're up.
Okay, so I will call lightning. So I can choose a point within range. So
5 feet.
yeah, so I
Behind
will
it?
call it 5 feet behind it here, and it will make that throw, and I will make the damage roll.
Dexterity, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Natural 2.
Let's see. 5. Ooh, okay. 9, 17 total.
17 total damage.
Wow.
Damn. Nice. So your lightning, you call forth this lightning from the heavens as you say a silent prayer to Hestia, and she grants this lightning to you, and you do some wicked damage. You actually see black spots on its rocky type hide formation form right where the lightning strikes. Good job, man. Alright, so is that going to end your turn?
I will make a spiritual weapon attack.
Nice.
Let's see. Don't think so. 15.
No, unfortunately that misses.
Okay.
Is that going to end your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Next is going to be Terra.
Alright. I'm going to use my dual wheel to attack the one, I guess it's behind us?
It is behind you.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to do that. Halfling luck.
You rolled 1 again?
Yep.
Wow.
She doesn't say critical fail, she just says halfling luck.
Yeah.
Halfling luck.
Halfling luck.
19, 24.
24? Okay.
And then I'm going to roll for the second one.
Okay.
Because why not? 17. 22.
That does it. Yes. So roll damage.
Halflings, if you guys don't play them, it's a sin.
They're pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So first is with the frost brand, and I don't get sneak attack.
You don't get sneak attack if Barag is
Down,
KO'd right now.
down and out.
Yeah.
10, 18 for the, no, 19 for the frost brand.
19, alright.
Oh, actually, hold on, it's 20 because I have +2 damage.
Okay. No, 19 plus 2 would be 21.
No, it was 18, and then I thought it was only +1, but it's only +1 for the enchanted.
Got it. Alright, so next.
6, 9, 10, 11 for
11?
the enchanted. Yes.
Nice. Oof. It's looking rough, guys. Alright, so both your daggers sink deep into its large body, rock-like body. So that is going to end your turn.
Yes.
Okay, Barag, you're up. So make another death save. 10 or more is what you need.
19.
Okay, that's a success. So you've got 1 failure and 1 success.
Okay.
Alright. So, Daedalus.
Okay. Yes, I'm just gonna try and Eldritch blast it again.
Go for it.
If I can even hit it.
Give me some of that flavor, would you? What's it look like?
I guess I'm gonna try 2 spears.
2 spears. Go for it.
Aim for the eye.
Nice. A little cataract
Nope,
surgery.
that's a 3.
Okay.
And that's a natural 20.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
So that's the D. See, it's a D8, right?
Eldritch Blast for you, I believe it's 2d10, is it? At your level?
Yeah, my level is like, well, it was only one roll per blast. I could shoot 2 blasts, but the first one missed.
Right. But for damage purposes, I believe. Yeah, at 5th level you get 2 beams. 1d10. So it would be 2d10 because you rolled 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just rolled this twice. So that's I think that's
a 9.
That's a 9 and a 5.
All right.
13.
Describe your moment of victory to me.
Hey! So I summon up my hands, and a spear comes right beside me, and I just go like this, and I point in the direction, and it sinks deep into its eye, and just comes out the other side.
Nice.
It goes.
Nice. So yeah, you hear it roar as it turns around for a second, and it sees it and goes right through, impales it, and goes right out the back, and it falls limp. Well done, guys. Well done.
Yay!
So what do you guys do? You see Barag still is unconscious.
I'm walking across. Wait, that bridge doesn't look safe.
He and I are gonna fly across.
Yeah. Let's do that.
So we jump on and we fly across since there's nothing holding us back now. So we're on the other side, and I take Broomy and put it back in my.
So you strap them to your backpack.
Yep.
All right. So you secure Broomy, and you see a worse for wear Barag.
So
pretty bad wound on his leg.
Approach Barag, and is he up? Are you up?
No, he's still unconscious.
Okay.
Take a nap.
But healing will.
Like my dice, he's completely dead.
So
yeah, go ahead now.
Okay, so I am going to cast. Let us see. I'm going to cast Healing Word on him.
Okay.
And that's the 1d4. That's 7 points of health.
All right, so Barag, you feel a pain in your leg. You're still pretty beat up, but you are conscious now.
Yes.
All right.
I'm tapped out. I need to rest, or I can't promise my protection to you.
I look at my leg and just be like, I agree with you, my friend. My leg could use some rest as well. I've seen better days.
While these two are talking, I'm just going to reach into my backpack, get my knapsack, flip it out, and just lay down and say goodnight.
No.
Guys taking another rest?
I would like to take another rest. It looks like Terra is already on her way.
I think we desperately need it.
Yeah.
Sure.
We took a very short. Well.
Are you guys taking a long rest or a short rest? The long rest is 8 hours.
Yes. I'm sleeping for 8 hours. I don't know what these few folks are doing, but
I'm gonna have to join them on that.
I'm already asleep. I'm done.
I'm not going back to no spells, man. I'm not going back.
At this
I'm
point,
going back to no spells.
Been there, done that.
That's the quote of the day, guys.
All right.
What I will do though, before I lay down to rest, is I will cast. Let me see what I have left here. I will cast Revivify into my ring.
Sure.
And that will fill it up.
Do you have the spell slot to cast it?
I do. Okay. I have 1/3 left. I'm saving that one.
Right.
So that'll fill up the ring. It'll have Revivify at 3rd and Cure Wounds at 2nd.
Okay. So that's 5 levels still. Okay.
Yes. Great. And I will take my long rest.
All right. What about you guys?
I'm gonna go to start rest, but before I go to rest, I'm gonna just take off my armor and be like, I have no need for this anymore. It's not to look nice. And I toss it into the chasm below. I just throw it into the chasm.
Clunk down, clunk, and just land in the sand. All right, so, yeah.
And then I go to sleep.
All right.
And then I take it poor Daedalus is just like, aw.
Meditate.
Yeah, well, no, someone needs to keep watch. I'll take first.
Okay. Alright, so you actually regain your spell slots after a short rest. So after about an hour or so, you feel like you're ready to roll. But these guys, yeah, they're not like you. No. They have a hard time keeping up with you. Alright, David. Right. So you take first watch?
Yep.
Okay, make a perception check.
The elf who never sleeps.
Yeah.
10 is plus 6, 16.
16. Okay. So during your watch, you don't notice anything in particular. The regular sounds of rats and bats and vermin that you would normally find in an ancient structure like this.
Can I have one of those rats come this way? I could use them to eat.
I will say, why don't you go ahead and make an attack roll, please.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
2? Unfortunately, no. Those rats are a little too crafty for you. It's almost like a Tom and Jerry movie. You're chasing the rat and manages to escape.
Nuts.
Nuts, yeah.
So I just go back and I sit down.
Nuts indeed. All right, so
it's going to be like...
Who's next?
No one's gonna know about that, by the way.
I'll take next watch.
Okay. So Daedalus, do you?
I'm gonna meditate while he takes watch.
Okay. So you'll go ahead and regain all your spell slots, and you're back at full health. If you're taking a long rest, you'll be back at full health. I don't think you lost health that fight, did you?
Oh yeah, I'm down. Like
oh no, you got bit once.
Yeah, I didn't take any damage.
Can you
You
imagine?
didn't take any damage?
None.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was a lucky one.
Yeah. All right, so go ahead and make a perception roll.
10.
10. Okay. As you are kind of keeping watch, keep an eye on things, you're looking at the wall, you do see familiar hieroglyphics. The same hieroglyphics are kind of like strewn about the walls of this particular place of worship, and it is of Talos, the three-bolt king. So you know for sure that this was a place of worship for the followers of Talos. And as you're looking closely at one of the hieroglyphs, you do notice that there is a familiar looking reproduction of somebody, a human in armor, wearing a symbol of Talos.
Okay.
It kind of looks like you.
Okay. But I don't know for sure. Or...
It's old.
Okay.
It's old. It's ancient, but you kind of look at it, you're like, it kind of looks like me.
Okay. And these hieroglyphics, are they right near me where I'm at?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I notice anything else in the immediate area? Any
Other than the body on the
containers or-
bridge, no.
Okay.
Nothing else jumps out at you.
Okay.
Okay. So you staying up for the rest of the evening, or
do I get my spell slots back if I?
not if you stay up?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I guess you're gonna have to take lunch.
I'm going to walk over to see everybody's asleep or meditating. So
Yeah.
And Daedalus got first.
Yes.
So
you've got Terra and Barag left.
I'm going to walk over to Terra.
Okay.
And do I notice if she's laying on bare ground or on a blanket or anything like that?
I believe she just kind of threw her knapsack down and then just kind of used it as a pillow and just lied right in the ground.
Okay. So I'm going to attempt to pick her up by like her tunic or whatever she's wearing, any kind of fabric,
Leather armor.
and just haul her up and place her on her feet.
Yeah. All right. Why don't you go ahead and make a strength check?
Okay.
It'll be just it'll be easy. It'll be 10.
Okay. 16.
16. So relatively easy. She's very light, very portable. So you pick her up by her leather armor and just kind of stand her. Her eyes are still closed.
And I'm just gonna let go of her as soon as she's on her 2 feet.
All right. So make a dexterity check. What'd you roll?
18.
Okay, so easily enough. So you're wakened up as you're having one of these dreams where you're kind of falling, and it feels like you're falling, and then you really are falling. You open your eyes, and Talvis kind of like lets you go, and you're on your feet. You manage to kind of land on your feet, but you're up.
Your turn.
I'm just gonna get out my sharpening tools for my knives and just sit down and just like stare him down as he's falling asleep. I'm like, oh yes, I'm gonna watch your back, boy.
Oh,
I'm gonna
thanks.
watch it all night long.
Thank you.
You're just gonna hear shh, shh.
I knew I could trust you.
Nice.
And I'm just going to throw my blanket over me and go back to sleep.
Okay. All right. So I need you to make a perception roll.
That was a 15.
Okay. That's all you need.
Oh, okay.
All right. So as your shift commences, you don't notice anything in particular other than the regular sounds that you would normally hear. Every once in a while, though, you hear a very large sound further into the temple. Maybe more than one.
Oh, great.
You kind of guess that whatever it or they are, they're large, and they're further in.
Okay.
They seem to know you're there, you think, but they're not proceeding for whatever reason.
Interesting.
All right. Anything you wish to do on your shift? So very mischievous look.
So in my pack, I actually have some like almost like torches.
Okay. Yes, that's true.
And I'm assuming we have a fire starting since we're.
Nobody said they made a fire.
Oh.
The last fire that was made was when Barag was trying to fix his armor.
Okay.
It's in the other room. You can go back if you want. There's still probably some hot coals.
Oh yes. Oh yes, indeed. I'm gonna go back and get some hot coals.
Okay.
And while he's asleep, I'm gonna slip him under Talvis's blanket.
Sure. I need you to make a perception check, please.
Oh, ouch.
13 modified.
13. So you see, what are you grabbing these hot coals with?
I'm going to use like some of like the old hide that I had, like the older one, and just like kind of like drag it along as I go.
Okay. So you see Terra high health. She's got this little pocket of hide with some hot coals, and it's not her moving you. She's trying to move you, but you can actually smell the coals burning the hide, and that's kind of what wakes you up. It stirs you from your sleep.
So I'm gonna jump up immediately, lest I be lit on fire, and gonna look at her and be like, "What the hell?"
So I'm just gonna throw the bag at him and start running away.
Bag of hot coals. Okay.
So she throws this leather pouch of hot coals at you and just takes off.
Do I have my spell slots back yet?
Oh no.
I'll say yeah.
Let's say yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm gonna be really petty here.
Spell slots.
Oh
Very
no.
petty. You know what? No, because that will come back to bite me. That will come back to bite me. I'm gonna let this one go and just sort of kick a hot coal over in Barag's direction.
Barag, make perception checks.
Just in anger, just like I want to get somebody. Somebody's going to pay.
What do I add to that again?
Your perception modifier.
7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Yay.
An all too happy smile on the DM's face.
So, Barag, as you're sleeping, you think of you're very hungry, as most dwarfs usually are at all times, and you kind of like you're dreaming of eating a large piece of steak or meat. You can almost smell the steak. It's almost like you can really smell it, and then you smell burning hair, and then you wake up, and then there's a big gaping hole in your beard. You see little flames popping out of your beard, and your chest hair is burning, and you take 5 points of fire damage.
And as he wakes up from that, I'm gonna rush over to him and point at Terra running away. Like, what she did, she dragged the whole thing of clothes over here. Got me too, and I'm like rubbing my arm, pretending that I'm
you do see
seeing.
Terra running.
And I'm gonna go hee hee.
If I get a hold of you, Terra, I'm gonna burn a hole in that satchel of yours, and then you're gonna lose everything.
So as you're yelling at Terra Highhill, deeper into the tome, you hear.
Was that my stomach?
Could have been.
Quick question. So waking up from this, do I have full health or the health I went to sleep with?
Your full health minus 5 points.
Okay. Oh, thank God.
No.
Thank God, because I would have been like 2 points of health at that point. 82.
Oh, I came so close to switching out a 4th level spell slot to get revenge on her. And I was like, no, well, because there's a particular spell. There's a particular spell that I get at that level. but I'll save that.
Oh, I would have liked if you would have done that.
Yeah.
I'm sure you would have.
It would literally the spell that I took instead of that is one that could literally make the difference between several people dying or not, though. So I was like, oh.
Alright, so what do you guys do?
So is long rest over?
So there is.
Because Barag got woken up rudely, but I don't think he's technically taken a watch.
He hasn't taken a watch. Hold on, let me get back in front of my mic. Sorry, these cookies are amazing. All right, so he has not taken a watch, but let's see. I will say that you have had enough time to take a long rest between just the three of you.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I mean, you all get kind of woken up. Talvis, you were up, but Daedalus, you are actually awoken by that roar that kind of echoes through the whole temple.
Like, oh my gosh, what was that?
Barag's stomach.
Are you sure? It sounded too loud.
Sounded just right.
Oh god. I wish I can take inspiration away from it. It's a horrible thing. Alright, so I'm weeding out my dice, guys. That's a thing.
No, you don't have to. That's fine.
Oh, I am.
That's perfectly okay.
For what's coming up, I am, yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Oh. Well, we better continue.
I say we just venture on and get this.
Carry us over, Daedalus.
I'm going to grasp my holy symbol and conjure a light blue sort of misty light between my hands, and just toss it up in the air like the way you might just throw like a tennis ball or something up in the air, and it'll come back down and wash over me, and that
is that fairy fire?
That will be Death Ward.
Oh, okay, yes.
At 4th level, which is
nice.
The thing I cast before, but 8-hour duration. So
you cast Death Ward.
Yes.
Okay. So what do you do?
Okay, well, I guess we're continuing on. Who wants to be the first one over?
I'm gonna raise my hand.
Alright.
Well,
you are first.
You are particularly lighter now that you don't have your armor anymore, so climb aboard.
I'm trying to remind you.
Here's my fast track ticket. I get on.
Alright.
So where are you
going?
So we're just gonna go across here. So I'm gonna take him over first.
Okay.
So he's right there, and I'm gonna come back over. Who's next?
So you're just kind of shuttling them one at a time across the chasm? Okay.
I say take Talvis.
Okay, Talvis, you're up next.
Okay. So eventually you all get across the chasm with the help of Daedalus and Bruni.
Yeah.
Alright. So
dun, dun, dun.
It's a dead end.
Oh.
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 That just stinks.
Ouch.
Dibs on the way back first.
Well, there's that rickety rope bridge.
Fly me back over. I don't want to be left here.
How about we just walk back through this way?
You can, yeah. You can absolutely walk on that ridge.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what shall our marching order be?
I take it I will go first.
Yeah. Send the little halfling first.
Do the same we did before?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll be in the very, very end.
So it's
Daedalus in the middle.
So we're gonna be like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will guard
So
the
we're
rear.
marching.
yeah, we're gonna just take out the side room and go.
Back to that main room.
Make a perception roll.
Oh, Jesus.
Did you roll?
8. 11.
Okay. As you're walking, you're checking for traps. It doesn't look like anything has been rigged in this particular chamber.
Yay.
But for the most part, it looks like a lot of the desert is just kind of like caved in that room. So.
Well, we know that could have set off the trap.
Possible.
Yeah.
So what do you guys do?
So I think we're just gonna go back to that room and then head the opposite way.
Okay.
But I'm gonna check before entering to see if is there a doorway or is there?
It's just a hallway.
Okay, I'm gonna check to see if there's any traps before going
Sure.
through the hallway.
12. 12. Okay. You do see what looks like a relatively poorly laid trap. It looks like a piece of cloth with 4 stakes, and then there's a sag in the cloth and a couple of rips in it that looks like maybe a pit trap.
Okay. So is there any way to kind of disable it, or do you just like pull the sheet or whatever?
Oh, it's up to you. What do you want?
I'm gonna see if I can disable it.
Well, it's not a trap. There's nothing mechanical about it. It's literally, it looks to you to be like a hole in the ground with like a tarp laid over it, and some stakes.
And then how wide is it? Is it that hole?
It's 10 feet wide.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Is it at this?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So I'm gonna turn to Daedalus and just tell him we're gonna need the broom again.
Okay, who's first?
I'm going first.
Okay, so I take her over.
Okay.
Then I come back and
pull this.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
and
Where do you guys line?
Just right out on the other side of the trap.
just right in
Here.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And then it'll be for.
Daedalus is coming back.
Sure.
Yeah, who's next?
I would say it'd be like the marching order. Just bring back.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Talvis.
So as you go back for Talvis, you before Talvis goes over and Barag goes over, as you drop Terra onto the ground, you let go of her hand, but she goes into the ground, the solid ground.
oh,
And Terra, you are in a 20-foot pit.
Oh.
God dang it.
So she goes through the what appears to be solid ground and down 20 feet further?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Whew. So I just watch her drop through the floor.
She, as far as you can tell, she just dropped right through the floor.
and I go speeding down after her.
Do you look or you just go?
Oh, cause I saw her fall, right? Cause I was right there,
Yeah,
so I know where she's falling.
Yeah.
I know where she's falling, so I'm gonna go and try and catch her.
Okay. So you speed after Terra, and as soon as you speed after Terra, some bars. You look up, you just see glyphs, some magic glyphs on the inside of the actual hole that are lit up, and then you just see these bars kind of come over the top of the hole to prevent escape. As that happens, you guys hear a mechanism in the ceiling, and a panel opens up, and a large cube kind of comes right out of the panel on top of the hole where they are, and kind of slips into the ground right after them. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, I know these things. I've seen them in many.
And you could just see. Well, you guys can't see it, but you two see it actually just slide like into the ground, and you actually
Modify 20.
nice.
19.
Nice.
Natural.
7.
11.
Oh boy, 7-11. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. 7. Yay.
And you actually see even the rock is burning. The bars are burning as it's sliding down slowly to you, and it is actually as wide as the pit itself. It's gonna be.
So the whole pit is covered.
Yeah. Who's next? So you roll modify 20.
Mhm.
Who's
19.
next? 19. Daedalus.
And then
11.
Talvis. And then myself was 7.
Okay. So the next it's going to be
Um,
the thing.
I'm last. Yay.
Talvis and then Barag.
Ouch.
Yeah. All right, Terra. So you see this this gelatinous cube kind of sliding down the pit to where you guys are.
Is there any way that we can try to like attack it to split it? Maybe.
I don't know. Can you?
It's gelatinous, so
you can try.
I'm going to hold my action.
Okay. Alright, so you're holding your action until when?
After Daedalus.
After Daedalus attacks?
Yes.
Okay.
And we can't. And I'm the only one that can go through the teleportation. That's lame. So I can't
You mean Misty Step, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no other way to.
So what do you do, Daedalus?
It's too bad I didn't switch out my spells.
Hindsight is 20/20, sir. But for now, what do you do?
I guess we'll try and just kill the thing before it. Hopefully we can try and kill the thing before it gets to us.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try a couple Eldritch Blasts.
Go for it.
See if I can. No, that ain't in. That's a 2.
2, okay. That misses. Alright, so you get 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Yeah, so the other one I rolled a 17.
That does hit, so go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah, and this is it, yes. So 1d10, and I do 10.
10, nice. Alright, so your Eldritch Blast hits the gelatinous cube, and you can actually see, like, almost like when you throw a stone into a still body of water, you see like ripples in the cube. And as you're looking up, you see like droplets of acidic matter falling into the bottom of the pit. You do see bones, skeletons, shards of weapons kind of floating in its somewhat viscous body as it slowly slides down to the bottom to absorb you guys. Alright, so next up it's going to be...
I believe I held my
You
action.
held your action, yes.
So I do have a light crossbow.
Okay.
I'm gonna just use that.
Okay. So
I don't want to throw my daggers.
Sure.
Let's see if I hit. Oh my god.
What does
Yeah,
that mean? What is
that's 8.
That is 8? Okay, unfortunately that does miss. Is that gonna do your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, next it's going to be
I think it's this
the
turn.
thing. The gelatinous cube. I love this thing. Alright, so let's see if I can roll something decent. Guys, I rolled a 1.
Critical.
Oh
my god.
Wow.
So it quickly descends to the bottom of the cube. Well, I would say it has advantage because there's nowhere. I rolled a 2. So somehow you guys managed to sidestep and like press yourself against the wall of the pit, and it manages to miss you with both of its not tendrils, but it's got like almost pseudopods that it lunges at you with, and completely misses you. A 1 and a 2.
Wow.
Unbelievable. All right, so Talvis, it's your turn.
Okay.
So actually, I'm gonna go ahead and say make a perception check with advantage.
So 18.
18. All right. So you can surmise by what you saw, Terra falling into the ground, that there's an illusion at work here. The pit, the poorly constructed pit, is the illusion. There's one illusion. And the actual solid ground is a second illusion.
Okay, so I'm going to approach the poorly constructed pit that's in front of me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pull out a crossbow bolt and just attempt to fire into it.
Okay. So you fire into the poorly constructed trap with the tarp kind of going into the just loosely hung over this hole, and you just see it sticking out as if it didn't go anywhere. So it's solid.
So the entire area covered by what looks like a trap is solid.
It's solid.
Okay. Well, that's good. So I'm turning back to Barag, but come on, it isn't real. We need to get across.
Alright, my friend. I'll follow you anywhere, I guess.
And even ahead of me?
No!
It's not really following me, I guess.
Oh, yeah, that's not really following you. I'm good, man.
Okay.
You first.
So I will begin to cross. And so there's a...
And it's a weird experience because you're like standing on something that you shouldn't be standing on. Like your mind is telling you I should be falling in this.
Right.
You're just standing right on top of it.
I almost feel like I'm losing balance at points.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so there's a grate covering where these two...
Now, what you're seeing is just solid ground where she fell in.
But I saw her fall.
You saw her fall.
Okay, and that's these two
And then you
slivers
saw me
here.
soar in after her.
Yes.
Do I, when I look around, do I see any anything that sticks out, like a lever or any glyphs?
No, the only thing that you the glyphs are actually underneath, so you wouldn't see them. Let's say make a perception check with advantage.
So 15.
15. Okay. The only thing that you see is a large space where it looks like a stone slab moved, and that gelatinous cube kind of fell out from that slab and into the hole. So you can surmise that whatever fell out of that fell on top of Terra and Daedalus.
Okay, whatever fell out of something in the ceiling?
Yes.
Okay. And when I look up, I just see
It's just a space.
Just a space. Okay.
It looks like there was a trigger. It opened the ceiling, and then this thing fell out after whatever fell in the pit.
Okay. I'm gonna take my warhammer.
Sure.
And I'm going to attempt to like just tap the ground directly in front of me where I saw her fall through.
Sure. And as you use your warhammer and you kind of tap, you do notice that it goes through the solid ground for about a solid 4 inches, and it hits metal. Doesn't feel like a completely flat piece of metal, like a bar.
Okay.
But that will take your action to kind of like surmise all that.
Okay.
So unless you can take a bonus action if you want, or
that's bonus action. No, that's going to be it for me.
Okay. Barag, it's your turn.
Okay.
So you walk through the pitfall illusion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're standing next to
Talvis. And so everything he did, I was right next to him when that happened.
Saw everything that he did. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna be ballsy, and I'm gonna take a step in. Okay. Actually.
So you step in, make a dexterity check.
Critical 1.
Alright, so much like a gymnast who is on the high beam and misses a step, you see Barag walk on this solid piece of ground, and his both of his feet kind of fall in the ground, and the bar is like right in the middle.
Oh!
And you take
Oh!
Yeah. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And I will say that you're probably disadvantaged on your next attack.
Yeah?
Your next turn, whatever it is.
Does his voice go an octave
higher? His voice goes an octave higher. Yeah. Like you hear Barag at the top. You guys hear him at the top.
Oh.
Yeah. And you actually do see his legs hanging down at the bottom of the.
I'm just gonna point up and go, ha!
Yeah. And I'm just like, ooh.
All right. So is that gonna end your turn? Because that officially is just your movement.
Yeah.
But you do now know that there are bars across the top of this pit.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay! Well,
you found out the hard way. That's a hard way to investigate that, but you found out. So what do you do? I'm glad other people are rolling ones tonight, other than me.
Can I climb back up, or is that considered move? Well, I mean,
it's movement.
Yeah. And it's about what, 20 movement? 'Cause it's 25, so I only moved like 5.
Yeah, no, you got plenty of movement.
So I'm gonna get back up,
Sure.
And be like, Talvis, my friend, I think I may have found out there were some bars instead of solid floor.
Yes, you made that quite clear. Seems you're feeling all right there.
No, you might need to do some medicine check on my balls later. I'm just gonna say that for old times' sake.
When I was studying medicine, there was this term they threw around and used to say "walk it off," and I think this is one of those times. So I'm afraid I can't help you.
Rub a little dirt on it. Bro.
Yeah. But you have to do it yourself. I'm not medicine checking dirt.
Alright, so do you do anything with your action? You still have an action.
I'm actually gonna take a swing at the bars with Chimera Rising.
Go for it. I would say with advantage, but because you have disadvantage because you are short-winded.
Yeah.
Cancel that, so it's just one regular attack.
Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
That's fine.
Okay.
Alright, so you hit solidly with Chimera Rising, and you feel, although you can't see it, you feel that the bar gave just a bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna extra attack that same bar.
Go for it.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16.
16. Alright, so the bar comes completely dislodged. Chimera Rising goes about up to the full head of Chimera Rising goes into the illusion, into the ground. And you pull it up, and you just hear the bar fall and just go like.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but well done. Alright, so next it's going to be Terra.
And so we're on the side, like against the wall.
You guys are kind of like pressed against the side, and this cube is taking all it has to do is expand.
Oh, God.
So it will have an attack with advantage its next turn. So what do you do?
I'm gonna turn to Daedalus and like, is there any way for you to unhook the broom?
Well, it's not his turn now.
Well, no. Can I like turn and talk to him? Like,
yeah, that's a free action. Yeah, for sure.
And I'm just gonna be like, can I unhook the broom from where I am standing?
Well, wasn't it already flying, wasn't it?
Yeah. You have it out.
So it's like out and floating, isn't it?
And is it like how far is it above us?
Broomy, I would say you can make a strength check. If you want to grab it, grab it? Okay, yeah, make a strength check.
Should I do the same thing?
On your turn.
Okay. Because I'm going to try and grab it too.
20.
20?
Nat 20?
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Okay, so you actually do a flip and you're on Broomy, almost like a surfboard style type thing. That's actually your movement. Do you want to take an action?
I'm gonna take an action and
so
try and grab.
Do you have any rope?
Oh yes, I do have rope. I'm going to try and send the rope down and hopefully.
Well, you're at the bottom, so.
I'm gonna
with Broomy and Daedalus. So you're just giving him part of the rope?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a part of the rope, and so then we can try and fly it up.
So you've only used about 5 feet of movement. So you've got Broomy is what 30 feet.
Let me see here. Right, yep, here it is. Yeah. Well, that's his flying speed. Yeah.
Flying. Okay, so you've got about 25 feet of movement.
Okay.
It has a flying speed of 50, but if it's carrying over 200 pounds, it becomes 30.
Yeah, it's not. All right, so you give him the end of the rope.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Oh, please, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please. No, a 9.
A 9. Okay, so you think you have it securely in your hands. So I need you're gonna take the rest of your movement and go up to the top?
Yes.
Okay. So as you take off to the top of this illusion type pit, you've got the rope in one hand, you've got Broomy in the other hand, and you go through, and you guys actually see her come like crest right through the broken bar that Barag had dislodged. Daedalus is hanging on to the rope. Unfortunately, he can't hang on tight enough. The rope slips and falls back down into the gelatinous cube.
Falls into the cube?
He falls into the cube and he's considered engulfed.
Oh, that doesn't even sound good at all.
No.
You need to make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw.
Come on. 17.
Okay. Nice. Alright, so you managed to push yourself out of the cube, but you are going to take some acid damage. It just means that you're not engulfed in it. You're not.
Yeah.
Oof. Not rolling good. You take 16 points of acid damage.
Ouch.
You can feel like your flesh and your clothes and everything starting to tingle and burn as this acid starts to take effect. All right, so that is going to end Terra's turn. Now, Daedalus, it is your turn. You managed to get out of the gelatinous cube. What do you do?
Well, now I'm trapped at the bottom of. Well, can I try and Misty Step out now?
You can.
And I'm gonna do that.
And Misty Step is 60 feet. 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, go for it.